All right, we'll start the show in a few. Everybody's mics unmuted.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, we've been live this whole time.
Yeah, we've been live this whole time behind the
You
scenes.
ready?
I'm always ready. Like,
All right.
come on, you know it,
All
buddy.
right, let's get to work. And we are back with your new favorite podcast. As always, it's your favorite Mason.
And y'all already know it's your girl Kori Deez, aka Lemon Squeeze, aka the host of Hoe, aka the vessel, aka a whole lot of AKAs in this mother. And guess what? I did not curse. So yes, give me my gunshots.
Yes, sir.
Today here on Hush Your Mouth, we have our favorite guest. One of them.
What's up? What's up? What's up,
Just
everybody?
Mel. Or J Storm.
What's up?
Mel's
What's up?
always got the bars in the tuck ready to go.
And today we have another guest on the show, a first timer here on Hush Your Mouth, Jasmine. Welcome to Hush Your Mouth.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you having me.
That's what's
Thank
up.
you,
That's
thank
what's up.
you. Well, back to another live and direct episode of Hush Your Mouth. As I already said, y'all already know. We just want to thank y'all for being here.
As always, the show is not the show without you guys. So we want to appreciate you guys and thank you guys for tuning in, logging on, and make sure you guys are commenting in those comment sections because we live off those. We literally always want to make sure that you guys are participating. So thank you guys when you do participate, if you do participate, and I'm sure you will.
Well, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Cheers for the audience. Cheers for
I'm
the
getting
audience.
excited. Yes, cheers for the audience. Y'all are so
Yes.
dope. Y'all be waiting. People be saying they be waiting for Hush Your Mouth. I be like, oh my God, y'all waiting for us. We want to thank y'all. Like, I'm so excited. Y'all make me really just want to keep going with this. So thank you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we can know that this is something that y'all always want to see happen. So before we jump into this topic, which the juicy topic, which was requested last week in which episode was that? Damn. I dropped the ball on that one. Anyway, one of our audience member requested this episode, disrespect in a relationship, how far is too far. I don't know. I was a little scared with that one. I was like,
I'm still scared. We just started. We haven't even.
listen, before we even jump
I don't know.
into the temperature, let's check and see how our mental health is doing now. Welcome back, because you're the old, right? This is an interesting show. So we have all aspects of life when it comes to relationships here tonight. We have Mason, who's single. We have Jazz, who's dating. We have Kori, who's engaged, and we have Mel, who's married. So this is like all different types of perspectives here tonight. This is a good one. Woo! All right, so Mel, I'm sorry. How you doing?
I'm great. Actually, in good spirits and just doing what I do. That liquidation.
That liquidation place. You guys make sure you check out that website. It's a lot of good things that could go on in that liquidation place. It's the place to be, apparently. Mason, what's up? I didn't speak to you all weekend. Oh no, I talked to you on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, we had a whole show.
Yeah, we did. I was here. This is so great.
You know, I got a lot of backlash for some of the things that I said on that show. I got a few comments.
Wow.
Thank you.
About
What
the
you got?
$100. About the $100. Remember?
Yeah, because that wasn't nice.
I
Because
ain't giving you nothing. Broke person can't shame me for being broke. Like, nah. It's not
no,
gonna
but just because she asked me for the $100 don't mean she broke.
She broke.
Don't do that. That's
You broke it
horrible.
than me. You asking me for something you don't have. You're broke. You're broke.
That's horrible.
It's okay.
Listen,
I mean, we just gotta call it what it is. She's broke. She's broke. It's okay.
Do not ask Mason for $100 because you are broke.
When you go to dinner though, I'll pay for a very expensive dinner. That'll cost way more than $100. But that $100 in cash, I don't know.
Oh my God, are you not giving up the cash? You're like, I'll
I
feed
don't
you
know.
to that conversation. You got to sit here with me. You
But
got
if
to
a
work.
girl
for
gives me
$100.
$300, you know what's happening. What's happening if somebody gives you $300?
Oh, raw sex automatically.
That sounds like
Automatically.
prostitution. I don't know. But yeah,
Wait,
my week
that
has
sounds
been
like a
good. My week has
transaction.
been good.
Wow. Really?
Oh,
You missed that
nah,
episode.
it's never a robbery.
No, I wasn't here for that
Robbery.
one.
Remember the episode? One of our.
Fair
You got to
exchange.
check the episode. You got to check the episode. You got to watch it. All right. Well, so
Well,
how?
Kori, how you doing? How you doing? How's your week going? What's going on with you?
I had a good week. It was a great week.
Simple.
That's it.
What's in your cup today?
I don't.
That's it.
Okay, you choking, so it must be.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know what's in my cup today. I didn't. Ladies, never be the person that doesn't know, and never be having this type of topic, and your significant other be making the drinks. Why would? So I don't know what's in my cup. So I'm a little bit worried. My heart is like this on this episode. Y'all know Kori Deez don't get scared for shit, but Kori Deez don't know where this topic is going to take her today. We have a good dynamic going on here. So I'm just going to be me, do me. And this is it's going to be what it's going to be. But yeah, so I guess that's how I'm feeling. My anxiety's high today.
Okay.
Here on Hush Your Mouth. I'm like, and y'all know I like to take the boxing gloves off, put the Vaseline on. You know, I get excited.
Pause. I don't know. Pause. I think that's borderline.
I'm just like,
You like to take the glove off, put the Vaseline on.
Oh, come
Pause.
on.
Yo, pause though. That's a little too much. You ain't gonna ask Jazz how she doing? How's Jazz doing?
Yes, I was with you.
Hello, thank you. Right? I'm great.
What side are you on?
oh,
You're great. How was your week, Jazz? What's going on with you?
I had a great week. It was good. The first half of it, well, like my weekend into the week was like vacation, so it was good. And then I came back to New York, and then it just rained on me crazy last night, so it was bad. The storm, couldn't get into work this morning, so it was crazy. There's no trains. It was bad.
wow.
But I'm blessed, so I can't complain.
That's true.
Just hope everybody else is safe. But yeah, Adam, so far my week has been great. Can't complain.
That's what's up.
Oh, well, I hope that everybody up there is safe. A lot of people were killed in this storm, Hurricane Ida. That's a little crazy.
Yeah.
It really looked like the beach on Bronx River and all of that. Like, it was just crazy.
Yes.
I've never
Really
seen it.
bad.
Yeah, so our people were worried about us here in Pennsylvania, but it wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad for
by you?
us. It wasn't bad for us.
We had like a little pond in the back of my house, and it's like really like a deep grass, like field area. But it was like literally like a pond. My son's like, I want to go swimming. I was like, you're bugging out. There's ringworms out there. Let's get into it. So, okay, that's it for our mental health. Everybody, welcome to Hush Your Mouth. If you just get here in the comments.
Welcome. So, as previously mentioned, today's topic is how far is too far? Disrespect in a relationship. All right. So let's jump right into it. We ain't even got to wait. The first question: what are the signs of disrespect in a relationship? So let's go to the engaged person, the one person that's engaged in this group. Kori, what's going on? So what are the signs of disrespect in a relationship?
Well, Mason.
Well, she has notes and she's ready, people. Don't let her fool you. She's not like just jumping into this. She knows exactly what she's about to say.
You know what? I'm going to go with my first one being doing what you wouldn't do in front of your partner's face behind their back. I think that's one sign of disrespect. I think venting, like I feel like I'm like a private person. Like, so if you vent in my business and our relationship to people, that makes me angry. Like, I feel like you know who I've been to, so it's like it's a small line, but like going online and venting or doing anything crazy like that, I just think that that's a sign of disrespect. Like, no. That's why I be telling y'all, like, when I be posting stuff, it ain't about me. But it's if I write it, if I take the time to write about this shit, and not just memes and stuff, like, no. Write about it, then I really meant that shit. But anyway, being dismissive to my partner's feelings is, I feel like, a sign of disrespect, or being dismissive to my feelings. I feel like that's definitely a two-way street, like, all around the board. Ooh, let me see, because I have a list, y'all. I have a list.
Let's see.
Wow.
I'm gonna give y'all time because I might have to. I want to let y'all answer. You know, I don't want to be a hog because I'm really ready for y'all for real. Just saying. So Mel, I noticed when he said this first question, you was like.
Oh, what do you mean?
So are we going from me to Mel, or are we gonna go from me?
Whoever wants to answer next.
Shoot
Who do you
it.
think should go?
Go ahead, Jazz. I'll let you follow up.
I feel like it's a sign of disrespect. Well, I have several, but to me, a minimal one is, and I feel like sometimes could just be like not important to some people, but if you're out on a date or just out with your partner and you run into people and you're not introduced, and basically the whole group is like dismissing you and having a conversation, because if your partner doesn't introduce you, then it kind of seems like you're not relevant in that sense. So I view that as a sign of disrespect. I also view a sign of disrespect when you come to your partner, you know, just to voice your opinion on how something makes you feel, and they become angry or agitated by you expressing yourself. That, you know, it's like it basically makes you not want to open up to your partner. So I view, like, if you can't come to your partner and open up and they don't know how to just take you speaking to them, that's a sign of disrespect to you also. And also I feel like if you and your partner agree on certain boundaries, they have to be kept. Because if not, if you don't respect the boundaries in your relationship, that's a sign of disrespect also. So those are my main ones.
Yes. You sound good. I like that. What you got to say, Mel?
For me, it was a sign of disrespect in a relationship is making a decision without talking to your partner about it. I think that's disrespectful. And not listening, you know, was also said is a sign of disrespect.
Not listening, yeah. I think we all kind of are saying that, because when we're saying being dismissive to your partner's feelings, that's like not listening to, and how Jazz said it. So, Mason, what's going on? Single mom?
For me, it's a simple rule of life.
Version of this.
So for me, it's a simple rule of life. I mean, we always, as growing up, we were told to, you know, treat people as we would like to be treated. But for me, it's a little twist of that. It's treat people how they want to be treated. So I think everything falls under that. Everything that you guys have said. If you treat people the way they want to be treated, I think everything will work out. So what I may find to be disrespectful, you may find to be, you know, just normal. So you got to make sure that you know, like Jasmine said, how your partner wants to be respected, and you respect them in that manner. Some people might find, you know, child support to be disrespectful. I may not find child support to be disrespectful. It depends on the situation in my life, you know?
I know that's right.
You know, man.
That's real.
So, but that's just me.
Bro.
You want to go to the next question?
This really has to stop. This has to stop. You think that we're going to have an episode on child support and the black man and the family, or whatever the case is, or we're going to just let it go? Because this is horrible at this point. Yes, child support for everybody. Support your children.
I mean,
definitely support your children.
You don't need the court to support your children, ladies and gentlemen.
You shouldn't. You have to get the courts involved, but sometimes you do, ladies, and do it.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think that we pretty much summed that up. Like, really, just not. Yeah, I think we summed that up. So my next question is respect needed to carry a healthy relationship? Ooh, I'm going to ask Jack.
I feel like I'm in church every time I'm just like, these
Amen.
questions.
So for me,
I feel like Okay.
I was like, is she gonna answer or do I need to
No,
answer?
I'm
Who
gonna
wants-
answer.
All right.
I feel like respect is definitely needed to carry a healthy relationship. Because I feel like if you and your partner don't treat, talk to each other with respect, don't have respect for one another, the relationship is not going to last. It's going to become toxic. It's going to become negative, and nobody wants to live in that type of space, because then that starts to affect your mental health. So I feel like if you and your partner, sit down and talk about what respect means to each person, because I feel like everybody has a different perspective on respect, then you have a healthy relationship. I don't know how I feel about that.
Okay.
She ended with that, and that's how I feel about that.
Mason, how you feel about that?
That's how I feel about that.
That's what I
respect that.
said.
I respect
I said what I said. Period. Go ahead, Jazz.
Pretty much, that's what she said. Period.
Shut it down.
I got you.
All right, Mason.
For me, with that question, I take respect and I flip it a little bit. I think resentment. If you have respect, you won't have resentment. But if you have resentment in any type of relationship, it's almost the end of it. So when you have a lack of respect or you don't have respect in a relationship, it's over.
Mm-hmm.
So you need respect to have any relationship, from a friendship, from
Absolutely.
a romantic relationship. If you just meet somebody on the street, you should have some level of respect for them, because without that, the only other option is disrespect.
Okay, Mason. Absolutely.
like
I think
that.
you need an applause.
Come on, let's get that.
Go ahead.
I don't be crediting myself. Credit to myself.
Applause yourself. Okay. Melly Bell to the stage. What is respect needed to carry a healthy relationship?
For me, yes, definitely. Respect is really important, because if you don't respect the person, I tie all that in together with love. So your respect for the person, if you love them, you're gonna have a respect for them. But for real, most people' biggest dilemma is when they say they have respect for a person, but it really can't, it is not real. It's not authentic, because having respect for somebody is, hard to be. You can't have that healthy relationship if you don't have respect.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank, period. It's nothing healthy in that at all.
She had to get her fucking bars. That's the first one.
No.
Okay, we have a comment.
I was waiting. I couldn't help it.
We have a comment before I say my little piece, which is going all tie in together. Respect is always needed for any relationship to be healthy, whether romantic or platonic. I think absolutely, I agree.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I say without respect, you have nothing.
This is true.
Applause makes it. Oh, so I'm sorry. I was reading. Y'all know when we read that, it's supposed to be every 2 questions. Then we go into the comments because I get lost. I'm not having no disrespect at all. Okay, you shouldn't, because without
right,
who is, I don't know who D is,
know that's
right.
Doesn't matter. D is right.
Look, he said no tolerance.
No, he came on the show like, yeah, so I'm not having no disrespect. Not never. Not at breakfast, not at dinner, not at lunch, not never. Well, slow down.
Wow.
My energy's not there yet.
Yeah, he went to 20 already. I was like, wow. Like, woo. I'm not having it. He's like, I'm not having it.
We was all sentimental and just like, oh, they like, yeah, he felt like DMX in my soul. I was like, oh, all right.
Yeah, that was wow.
Yo, all right. So I was saying that respect is needed to carry on any relationship. Without respect, you have nothing. But once the door to disrespect opens up, I feel like it's always going to be there. Like, you understand? So respect is necessary. You can't have love without having respect. Like, kind of like what you said.
Mhm.
So that's my take on it. It could get a little deeper, but like I said, I don't want to get too crazy. I'm waiting for y'all to bust out the guns.
It's a lot more questions to come.
Yeah, that's what's going on. I'm like, we can't get turned up this early. Mason, let's jump into the comments after. Is this disrespect? No, wait. How do you show respect to your partner in a relationship?
Yes.
After that, we'll jump into the comments. Right? So Mel, you can go first on that one. How do you show the married person? We want to know from your experience. How should we that are aspiring to be where you are show respect in our relationships?
Well, first and foremost, you have to respect the person, but more than anything, by your actions. You know, having a discussion, having a discussion with them before you make a decision, because you realize that it's not just affecting you as an individual, it's affecting y'all as a unit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not doing things that your partner thinks or feel is disrespectful. So that's was something I asked my wife today, and that was her answer to that. Her answer is
bars.
You know, so I wanted to take some.
And Remy over here, you know. Shout out to y'all, Black love. We love it. We love it here on Her Mouth. We love it every day of our lives. No, that's dope. I had being loyal, honest, forthcoming, compromising, valuing each other's opinions and feelings, respecting each other's individualities, and freedom. Because, we'll get into that. Anyway, giving each other space and speaking kindly to each other and about each other and supporting each other's boundaries. Yeah, that's what I had. I think that's explanatory.
Wow.
Do you guys want me to jump further into that? Is anybody? Because I can. Because I know sometimes I'll be.
I just was wondering about one.
Yeah, what one of those? What? Go ahead, get it.
No, you said. Can you read the?
No, you can't read it off my paper because you can't read my handwriting.
What was the one that I said that you just said? I forgot.
Okay, so respecting each other's individuality and giving them their freedom. No? Respecting
somebody's individuality.
Yeah, how do you respect your partner? Your partner is an extension of you, but she's not like you. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but no.
I'm just. But no. Which one was it that you were seeking?
That one right there.
Oh, was it that one?
Yeah.
Got it.
Individuality.
Yeah, you don't feel like respecting the uniqueness of your partner and who they are and who they are supposed to be is important in a relationship. Because that's also into valuing their feelings and supporting their feelings, and you have to understand your partner as an individual in order to be respectful of them.
Now, that's two different things you're saying there. Knowing your person as an individual is one thing, but accepting that you're a separate entity from a partner, those are two different things.
What do you mean?
Right? Because you were saying your individuality.
Right.
Right? And what are you basing that towards? With your partner?
Yes.
Okay. You want to be able to.
Yeah, you are still yourself. We are one as a whole. Like we two parts of a whole.
But we're
not.
What could be disrespectful for that? Maybe that's what I'm not.
Some people's partners don't really respect them and the uniqueness of them. Does that make sense? Or no? Am I not explaining it?
No, and I'm not. I'm trying to understand.
I know
the individuality that you're talking about.
Some people don't want their person to be who they were before they met them, but respectfully. You have
the word respectfully means disrespect to me.
That's
respectfully. When Justin LeBoy says respectfully, I'm thinking disrespect because every time I start something with, just to be respectful, I'm usually following that up
More
with
than
mad
likely,
disrespect.
Now, let me tell y'all.
Respect.
So y'all know I always go get
Respectfully.
my facts from somewhere.
Oh,
On the
here
line.
we go.
So to respect is to understand that the other person is not you, not an extension of you, not a reflection of you, not your toy, not your pet, not your product. In a relationship, and respect, your task is to understand the other person as a unique individual and learn how to mesh your needs with his or hers and help that person achieve what he or she wants to achieve. Yes. Your task is not to control the other person and try to change him or her in a direction that you desire, but he or she does not. Yeah, no. Your partner.
Corinne, I agree.
No,
Yes.
that's crazy. But anyway, did I clear that up for you?
No.
Why not? What is it?
Respectfully, disrespectfully. Go ahead.
Respectfully, let me be me, you be you, we be us. I'm not disrespecting you by me being me. I'm me. You. We are we.
Here's my question. When your individuality, can I just ask one thing?
Wait, no. The question is, what do y'all think individuality means? Because people think that individuality means something so wrong. It's so wrong for me to say that I am an individual. I like to talk to people when I'm outside. I'm social. You may not be social, but does that mean that I'm being disrespectful to you when I'm being social? Does that mean that I'm a fucking whore because I'm social?
No, throwing the H word around. Who's throwing the hoe around? Nobody said nobody's a hoe. There's no hoe in here. Hold on.
Said there's no hoeing. No hoeing.
You went
I don't want to know the prices this week. I don't want to know the prices this week.
Some people who think that because a woman is social with people and they know how to converse and be in any setting and just be the light of sunshine that they are, that makes them be like too friendly. How many times do a man tell a girl that she's too friendly? Like, what do you mean I'm too friendly? No, you're just not friendly. You're antisocial, and that's why
I've been told I'm too friendly. So I mean,
I feel like it depends on the boundaries that you and your partner have.
Yeah,
there you go, Jasmine.
That determines
boundaries. It's okay to have boundaries.
Yeah, but you can't just have boundaries if you don't really use them. Like, so if you're gonna have the boundaries, y'all have to agree about them so that y'all don't disrespect each other. Because if you don't do that, that's going to lead to disrespect, and you know that, right? So the boundaries is important.
Absolutely.
So you have to make sure that the person know their boundaries. So if you know that you're doing something that they really don't like, then
I'm crossing the boundary.
Wouldn't that be if y'all do?
It depends. It depends on if you are crossing my boundaries. Because my boundaries have a line as well.
Okay.
My boundaries matter too.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day,
get a bar. That's a bar there. That's a bar for you. That's a bar for you. Get that credit. Get that credit.
But you can't say your boundaries are more important than mine.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
My boundaries might cross your boundaries though. Because it depends on what your boundaries are.
But the point I'm saying, y'all disrespecting each other because you should never cross the boundaries.
Oh, well.
You knew the boundaries of the person before you did it.
Well, my boundaries is not individuality. Don't cross that shit.
Well,
touch my motherfucking.
I just have this one question. I'll give an example. So, Ari. Ari?
Yeah.
So Ari, I think we bring her up a lot on this show from time to time. Ari, I'll give you two different examples. Ari was twerking on a male.
Oh.
So this happened a few weeks ago, and she was twerking on a male, and it was a big conversation about how disrespectful was this. Ari didn't find it to be disrespectful because the male was one of her stylists, and he was gay.
Right.
So she thought that wasn't anything, but there was a big controversy. There's a big debate. It's like, this is still disrespectful because you're dancing, you're grinding on a man.
Right.
Regardless of what his sexual orientation is, you're grinding on a man, and this is disrespectful. So that's something that she's in total control of. I'm giving you that one example, and then I'm gonna let you tell me what you think. Recently, she was in the club. She was doing a hosting, And Javante is a boxer and is one of our exes, and he sent over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 bottles with sparklers and everything. Sent it over to her section. They're no longer dating. So that could also be seen as disrespect. You have your ex-boyfriend sending over several bottles to your section. She had no control over that. That's somebody else doing something. So how do you feel in both those situations? Are those both disrespectful situations?
Well, she could have sent.
She's being herself. This is all her being herself. One, she's dancing, twerking. She twerks every day. Every day. Just because it's Tuesday, she's twerking. Thursday, twerking. Sunday, she may stop twerking because it's the Lord's Day. But back on Monday, twerking again. So she enjoys to twerk. That's her thing, right? You know what I'm saying? Whether it be on people, just by herself, whatever. So that's her thing. That's a part of her being her individual self.
Okay.
Now, in addition to that, she's being her individual self. She's hosting. She does hostings. It's how she gets money. So she's hosting a club. Everybody's welcome to a club. He came in. He sent a bunch of bottles over, 10 bottles, and she accepted it. She's being herself. Is she being disrespectful?
Okay, in my own personal opinion, I just think that she probably shouldn't have accepted the bottles. Because everybody knows that she's with Moneybag. I wouldn't have accepted the bottles, honestly. I would have sent them back. Now, the twerking on the guy.
All 10 of them? Your friend's gonna let you send back all 10 of those bottles? Jasmine, as her friend, would you let her send back?
She got money.
You gonna send back all 10 of them free
Moneybag don't got no problem with
free bottles. 10 free bottles, sparkles.
All 10 would have to have gone back. I'm not having beef with my man because you want to be inappropriate.
And you know what? Because
I gotta go to my man.
Talk that talk.
Because he sent me 10, now I want to buy a fucking 15 because you sent me 10. But we're going to buy it on Moneybag's credit card because I'm like, let this happen. No.
Let me tell you, baby.
He ain't even in the club. He's somewhere else. But
He's over the cash.
All of a sudden, $20,000 charge. What?
Yeah,
Calling you right away.
It's all right. That's regular. That's normal. That's okay.
Like I know, I just don't know none of these people y'all talking about. So,
but it was. I'm just saying.
But it's okay though. It's the scenarios. It's the names don't matter. It's the scenario.
It's the question. All right. So
yeah,
basically,
but that's true.
It's like the question. Like, does somebody send? Would you expect?
Oh no,
send it back?
she's supposed to send it back. You're right.
Send it back. So it wasn't.
I got the moral of the story, but I was just saying. I
all
didn't know
10.
He's like, it's an Ari who.
I'm like, who? Okay.
But with the first example of her twerking, I feel as though like her man have I'm sure he knows who she is, and I'm sure he knows the person that she was twerking on. I feel like she probably genuinely looked at it as innocent because he's gay. That's probably like her homie. You know what I mean? Like I don't really think she intentionally, because she probably does that in the house. Like you could twerk on your guy friend outside and he's gay. I'm sure you probably move like that in your house, and your man probably knows about that. So I feel like.
So Jasmine, you be twerking on your gay friends?
Not me personally.
Lap dances?
No.
Okay,
What's the difference between twerking with him?
With my girls, yes. If I'm out with my girls, we dance like that, and my man doesn't view that as disrespect. So I kind of feel like if it's my girls, I don't think he would. But I never personally asked my man how he would feel if I had a gay guy best friend and I was like all up on him. I never asked him that, but he doesn't care if I do that with my female friends.
I don't think
that's a good question.
I don't think it matters. Do you think it matters?
I think it's a difference.
It's no difference because it's just the fact that he's a boy. Like that's my boy best. He might not even be excited when he sees a bitch. This is just us having fun. He's just hyping his bitches up. So at the end of the day, I don't think that that's disrespectful.
Well, I'm gonna say
who.
I mean, I am a lesbian, and so I just want to make that known. So when I speak, I'm speaking from the community that I'm in. You will find a lot of people do that on a gay guy, females, because they feel that there's no attraction there. You know, they feel that they're not doing anything exciting to him because he's not even the least bit interested. That's one of their girlfriends. They see that as one of their girlfriends.
Right.
So I don't feel, I understand your perception as a man. And I'm be honest, well, you saying that, but I'm just saying in their lifestyle, most women don't see them as a man.
Uh-huh.
They see them as one of their girlfriends.
Like she be like, "What's that bitch?"
Exactly.
Like,
But I
Yes.
I think that's my bitch.
Yeah. So,
I
but
can't
I do
wait.
understand what you're saying it as a man.
Uh-huh.
You know, somebody still doing that up on a man. I understood your point, but I'm just saying the female that did it didn't even think about him as him. That was one of their girls.
Okay. So I don't think that he was turned on by the situation. I don't even think that this doesn't happen on a regular basis. I think it's the optics of it. Sometimes being embarrassed is more important than what the facts is. So sometimes it's about how I feel about the situation, not so much what the facts of the situation is. I feel, you know what I'm saying? I'm speaking as Moneybag Yo, not as Mason.
Oh.
So I feel
Okay.
like, hey, this for it making the blogs was an embarrassing situation that we could have avoided. So like, you could twerk or you could do all the things in the comfort of your own house, but like this was a debate that went back and forth that didn't need to happen. So from that perspective, it's like, yo, I feel like you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah, but
go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, well, then that means that you don't respect her for an individual. You asking her to be who she is in the house, who she's used to being.
I'm asking not to embarrass me outside.
No, that shouldn't make you. My whole thing is, and I'm not disregarding.
You can't tell me what makes.
I'm not disregarding how you feel, but I just want to make a point. Can I make a point without disregarding how you feel?
First, and then
I don't know how I can do this, but I'm trying to do it. All right, so I'm not saying that it shouldn't make you feel any type of way, but if that's your girl and you have a relationship, Moneybag, what you do, I'm sure that you met her doing this. Oh, you came to her house the first time. Oh, Tay was there. Oh shit, she's twerking on Tay. Oh, that's a bitch. Hey, bitch. Now you looking at it like, listen,
what
like
he said.
She been twerking. That's been. Hey, bitch. You're looking at it like, all right, they been going out to the clubs. You seen her in a few clubs. You saw her doing that already. So you have to have that understanding. That's like one of those things where it goes back to where you met me at. It's like, don't be mad at me when you meet me in the club. Guess what?
Nah,
I might still be going to the club. Don't ask me to stop going to the club.
Nah,
no, but anyway,
things change when you're in a relationship. But go ahead, finish first.
All right, the point was that
Pause.
I don't think that made. Yeah, please. I don't think that made Moneybag upset. Honestly, I think that it made the world started judging it because it was outside, and that's the part that you probably would be embarrassed about is the fact that the world saw that. But I don't think that if you know who you got and who you dealing with, you know what's the circumstances. Why does what the fuck the world seen or heard or what? Why does that make you even concerned?
I'm gonna let you finish.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
He's a public figure. Like his life is about what people think about him. Like that's how he makes his money. People like me. That's why they buy my records. That's why they come to my concerts. That's why we make money. So my life is about, speaking as Moneybag Yo, my life is about how people perceive me. So I don't need that type of negative pressure around me. So you can live your life and still be you. Twerk everywhere you go. You know, have dream dolls smack your butt, whatever you want to do. That was on the last Shade Room. And that's fine. but all I'm asking is that you don't do this. And that's not taken away from your individuality. And that's what people miss out. Me saying don't do this because I feel some type of way about it is respect going both ways. It ain't taken away from your individuality. You still you. You still twerking. You still do what you do. But at the same point in time, I'm getting gunshots. Hold on.
Gunshot.
I feel like hold on. I made some good points in the minute, but I didn't get my gunshot, so I will allow you to play the gunshot.
Thank you for. I normally save that for you. That's all you do.
But
that's
Can
all
I
I'm
add
saying.
one to him?
Definitely.
So I just feel like I understand where he's coming from, but you have to look at it this way: it's one side of a community who doesn't understand what she's doing, but there's another side of the community who's perfectly fine with what she was doing. And that's your community. Like how you were saying in my community, it's not perceived that way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So,
I thought she was responding to them. I didn't know what she was responding to.
Jasmine, but not doing something is not disrespectful to either communities, right? You know what I'm saying? Like doing something is disrespectful to half of the communities. Not doing something, neither community is offended. So for her, it's self-control. It's like, yo,
Well,
I'm just gonna put my man in my relationship first and not put him in that situation. That's all it is. That's
I feel
respect.
Right. You are. I get it.
Respect.
That is truly respect. You know,
That is respect.
But realistically, they know each other. They should know each other. Like, if you know that that's your girl, he know that there's gonna be that opportunity that she gonna twerk on somebody. If y'all say she twerk like that all the time, you understand? So he's responsible from the door too by taking her in those situations or being with her in those situations if he don't really like her doing that. You understand what I'm saying? If I know my girl public thing is about twerking up on somebody or people and stuff, I ain't gonna just take her any place so she can be twerking up on people. Don't put yourself in that situation. You know, don't put yourself in that situation.
Know your woman.
You gotta be responsible for your actions too. You took her there, and you know she liked to twerk.
He wasn't there. In that
he wasn't. Scenario. Okay, because I was ready to say,
listen,
she goes out and does her hosting, so she's at parties and stuff like that. So that's
know who he's with.
He know who he's with.
She ain't never done it before. She ain't never do it again while they were together.
Oh really? She's never done it before. This is the first time ever doing it.
She's never twerked on a guy since they've been together. She's got videos and stuff with guys smacking her ass like way before. When she was like, you know, just coming off of.
So then that makes you know that even more she didn't see that guy.
No, I don't think she did. I don't think in her mind she's over there trying to turn him on. Like that. That wasn't the scenario. What the scenario was just a male, because he's still a man, and a female, and it became a whole thing like, you know, this is kind of too much. So, you know what I'm saying? What? She ain't never do it again is my point. So obviously there was some controversy.
That was some disrespect there.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong.
Well, it gave y'all him something to talk about on his next album, just in case y'all really want to know how many guys
will be like twerk on it.
Talk about it.
Don't twerk on it.
Talk about it. He's gonna let y'all know.
Really?
And yeah, that is definitely all I had to say. But we did make some great points about that. So basically, with that being said, though, because we didn't really necessarily agree, but is disrespect sometimes perception based? We didn't really. We agreed to disagree. Everybody agreed to disagree on that one. But before we jump into that question, we're gonna rest on that. Let's jump into our comments because we have not addressed our viewers in a while, and it is time to address these comments. We was just trying to let DNX calm down and feel the temperature of the show. AKA D Tyler. Shout outs to you. Okay, leave that Cuddy. Wait, hold on. He said.
See what draws your attention? We have mad comments. Leave that Cuddy is the first thing you
I went to the top so we can work our way down.
There's so much more above that, but okay.
What's going on?
So you want to go right to that? You want to address leave that Cuddy?
D Tyler, leave that Cuddy. What's Cuddy mean? Somebody tell me. Is Cuddy like coochie or is Cuddy like what is Cuddy? A person? What is it? Person, place, thing? I don't know. Please help me out with that.
What's a Cuddy?
What's a Cuddy? You know what's a Cuddy?
No.
Does anybody here know what's a Cuddy?
I do, but I'm not talking about it.
Do you know what's a Cuddy?
Yeah. You don't know what a Cuddy is?
No.
You know what a Cuddy is?
I don't.
Is that going back to ATL? He's a Cuddy?
That wasn't ATL, right?
It was.
Think about that.
He said, I'm about to go get some Cuddy, right? Remember that? Is that what he said? So it's the bar?
Oh, the bar.
But he said, leave at that Cuddy.
What's that?
Mel got it. Mel said it.
All right, let's go to the board. How often in relationships is there an open, clear conversation about what is disrespectful to each other? I think it should happen from the gate. Before you even get into a relationship, y'all should be discussing, like when you guys are like, dating and getting to know each other, that has to be established. The boundaries and if not, you're wasting your time. We don't want to sit here and be years down the line and now we're trying to establish what disrespect is. That's ridiculous. No, we want to know what are boundaries. What lines are you that I would not like you to cross? What could potentially end this relationship? What whatever. Like what's a no for me and what's a no for you. But everybody, let your yeses be your yeses and let your no's be your no's. And give me my motherfucking bars and the gunshots because that was
She pumps herself. Even if we don't. Even if we don't. Yes.
Yo.
But Corinne, also, I feel as though when you're in a relationship, y'all do speak about the boundaries. Y'all do speak about what one views as disrespect and the other one doesn't. But sometimes situations come up that you haven't spoke about, and then you have to sit down and discuss how your partner should have handled the situation, how it made you feel, and how you would have handled the situation.
Bars.
So it doesn't always be from the beginning. I feel like it also depends on the level you are in that relationship too.
What do you mean?
I feel like that's what happened. I feel like that's what happened with the Ari situation, where it wasn't something that came up, but when it did, it was a conversation, and then it never came up.
And she know better for next time.
Yeah, she knows better. She be turning around like, "Who's that?" All right, cool.
It better be a girl. But who said that he was offended? Nobody. Did he say
I'm
that?
not saying he was offended. I'm looking at the facts of the situation.
He was not offended, guys.
It never happened again. It would have happened next week if it would.
It's gonna happen in 2 weeks.
All right. And if it doesn't, we're going to wait for his life. We're going to wait till forever time. And then it's like, if it happens 10 years
when
from
it
now,
happens,
be like, that's it.
That's it. So it's
nah, it was a conversation that never happened again.
But, okay. Oh, I feel like I've missed this. Did this come up? Did everybody answer for that?
It must have been.
No, this is right after. How often?
When you was talking, he must have.
I feel that he always confuses me when he does that.
It was the next comment, right under.
Most of the problem come because people jump into these relations without having those tough conversations. And I definitely agree. Yes. I feel like people just want to be in a relationship. Some people just want somebody to say that they have somebody. Come on, I'm not ready for DMX. You know, it flares up my anxiety. Wait, I'm not. Take his comment down. I'm referring to Tina Ward right now. We need to know who I'm talking to. Please.
Yo, you can't concentrate.
Don't do that.
Two things at once. Pause.
Yeah.
Listen. So no, please. Like, I think you guys definitely need to have. What do you think, Mason? Do you think people definitely need to have those? Do you have those tough relationships? Because you're single and you're like dating, but she's in a relationship. So I'm just trying to figure out. Well,
for me, it's just like Jasmine said. Some things aren't going to come up. There's no way that I could cover every single situation, scenario, and outcome. But there are tough conversations that you have after the fact, and you tell that significant other, this is how I felt about the way you handled that particular situation. So I mean, you're always gonna mess up. Somebody's always gonna cross a line that they didn't know that was there, and the conversations happens after that. There are some negotiables or non-negotiables that you talk about in the very beginning and things like that, but you ain't gonna hit everything. Pause.
Oh, you might. Okay. Go ahead, Mel. Because you're married, and so before entering into your marriage, but see, if y'all don't know Mel's story, go check out other episodes because she's definitely told y'all her story. But Mel, you've been married for 23 years. No,
I've been in a relationship with the same person. The longevity of 23. We had some breakups in between there, but
23 years. That's the sound I was looking for.
I think this is an age-appropriate question, and I think age plays a big part in this conversation about when she says jump into relationship and have the tough conversation. That tough conversation can be different in the beginning, the middle, and as you go for 23 years. What we talked about in the beginning of our relationship, we done had a whole lot of different questions come along in that process of the 23 years. So I think that's a maturity thing. When you answer that question, you can answer that question because you haven't experienced 10 years yet. You haven't experienced 14 years yet, So that question is a age appropriate question. You know what I mean? The way you answer that question today, Kori, you may not answer that question 10 years from now the same way. You know what I mean?
You're growing as a person.
Yeah. I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I think that we only can speak from where we are now. Even though I feel like I'm only 31, but I lived a life of like a 40-year-old, maybe. I don't know.
You do not. You do not.
I've lived that life. You need a drink? Is that?
I need a drink.
Oh man!
Wow.
Okay,
We all need a drink for that.
we need a drink for that one. We need a drink for that one. What you thought I was gonna say? Well, what would you think I was gonna say? I have a lot of experience. Please watch our episodes. There's always stories.
A lot of experience.
What do we call it? Well, you gotta watch.
So I guess that's gonna have to be the next topic. Experiences versus growth.
No, but you gotta grow. You absolutely have to grow.
That's
growth is necessary in anything in life. Mason, what's our next question? Where did this go?
Did you want to finish with the comments?
I'm sorry. We were in comments. I was thought we were. Y'all know. I get lost. All right. So D Tyler was next. Oh my God.
I'm being slow. So sure.
Treat everyone
ready for it
as a person. Caring for that person as a human being is a start. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Good.
Absolutely.
Those
He scared me. I was scared. A lady's promise. Hey guys. Hey.
Hey. What's up?
Tina Ward. Okay. Wait a minute. See.
Right there.
Where was we at?
Right there.
Okay. Anyone that becomes a part of your life? What the? I don't know. Look, it's acting.
It's a reflection of you. Anyone that becomes a part of your life is a reflection of you.
So speak on that, Jasmine. You read it.
I
got your back, Jasmine.
I agree. Yeah.
No, he was referring
I have an 8-year-old, and anybody that becomes a part of our life is definitely a reflection of me. Because first of all, she feels uncomfortable or she's not perceiving that person well, they have to go. So I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years and they have a great relationship. And I've made it a priority that we have to do family things with the kids, like going out, like amusement parks, movies, every other weekend. We have to just make time for it because we have a blended family. So I feel like, and he's accepting of all of that. Now, if he wasn't accepting of that, then it just didn't work because that's my vision of what I want. So, and also when he's out, when I'm out, I behave a certain way because I wouldn't want anything bad getting back to him because I'm representing him when I'm out. He's representing me when he's out. So that's also another form of reflection. So that's how I view that.
Okay, Jazz, I agree with you.
I'm sorry.
I agree with
I'm
you,
reading
Jazz.
out loud.
So, Mason, you agree?
She said it perfectly.
Yeah, she said it perfectly. We don't even have
hit
to.
the bars like
oh my
5
God,
times.
we just get the bars. Oh my God, what the fuck does that mean? You are too friendly. Like what? Basically. But her was at her party. Yes, her was at her party. It's a lot of stuff we don't understand with that industry, so we can't even address that for real because we don't know that. Like we were speaking in perspective. Ladies promise, he's gay. He's one of the girls. Absolutely. If he's the sis. For real. He's not a boy. So get that out your mind. He's the sis. That I can't wait till I find you, sis. I know you're out there somewhere. I can't wait to be like, yes. All right. That was the safest twerk. A gay man is a girl's best friend. Absolutely. Where you at, best friend? Because me and Jazz is looking for you.
I'm gonna send you a skit of my gay best friend, and it's hilarious. It's this guy pretending to be gay, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole comedy skit. I'm gonna send it to you.
Oh my
gay
God.
best friend. It's called My Gay Best Friend.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
Okay. Send that to me because I don't know if I'm gonna laugh with you, Mason. All right, that's insecurity person. Okay, so a lady's promise. Cuddy is like coochie, vagina. Okay, guys, coochie, vagina. I think we figured it out. Thank you.
I wasn't gonna say it, but apparently.
Wow. Why you keep saying Mason?
I was like, we got to it, right? We got to the point. Pause.
No, No, cuz.
They made sure they explained that.
Buddy or your fuck buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Tina Ward, age plays a part because I know all circumstances and situations and give that information up front and let them make a decision if that's the ride they want to get on. Absolutely.
That's what I was saying for a second. What you talking about?
Oh, because I feel like I do the same thing, so I'm agreeing. That one I felt in my soul.
But that was totally,
give her a gunshot. Give Tina Ward a gunshot. She's I don't know until this comment. No. She is so cute for that comment. You go, Jasmine. Parenting at its best. Yes. And give her applause. Yes. Yes, Jasmine. I think you're a good mom.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Me and my baby.
All right, so we already addressed the comments. We're about to head into segment 2, but we have one last question in segment 1. Is disrespect sometimes perception based? And that's basically like what Mason said earlier. What was our little thing to you? Disrespect. What is it to you? Because obviously disrespect to everybody is different. So Mason, I thought you just want to play the clip. I was trying to give you time, but you ain't play it.
In general, to you.
Go ahead, Mason.
For me?
For you, what is disrespect to you?
I mean, it all depends. It is definitely what's the word I'm looking for?
Perception.
It's perception based. Perception based, yeah. So I think that it's all about your perception. What's disrespectful to me is not disrespectful to you, and vice versa. So sometimes it's all about knowing your partner and getting a grasp of what they like, what they don't like. And after a while of knowing your partner, you'd be like, you're a little like, that may not fly. Like, that's not something that my partner would be cool with. So, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about just realizing who you're with and what would fly and what wouldn't fly. Some people, again, they don't care who you twerk on. It's all right. Some people, you can't twerk on nobody. Like, not girls, not guys, not a wall, nothing. So, it depends on who you are.
What's his name? D. Tyler. In the comments. Nobody. Don't twerk.
Nobody.
No disrespect.
No disrespect whatsoever will be tolerated. So I mean, it depends on you. I've known people that are strict, and I know people that are just, they're like whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. And I know people that get insecure when somebody is very open and they're like, okay, you can do whatever you want. So I know that becomes an insecurity for some women. It's like, what? You okay with me grinding on every guy in this club? And he's like, yeah. Then she's like, he don't really love me. But that's just my experience.
What about for you, Jasmine?
I feel like everybody's has different perspective of what respect is. I don't feel like it's always going to be the same, but I feel like if your partner can respect your perspective and not try to make it seem like that's not valid or that's not disrespect, then that's when you found somebody that's genuinely for you. Because my thing is, sometimes you get into disagreement about what's respect, what's not disrespect. And if you try to make it seem like what you view as disrespect is not disrespect, then that's another issue. You don't have to agree with me, but you have to respect how your actions or the actions of whatever situation made me feel. I feel like it's based off your perspective.
I feel like you can't tell me what disrespect is to me. Like, you can't tell me how to feel about this situation. Now, we can sit here and we can try to come to a compromise. We could try to come to an understanding. But that requires for you to be fully open to what I'm saying and how I'm feeling and not try to disregard that in any way, shape, or form, because now you're disrespecting me. You're not. We could try to meet on a common ground. We could, it's an even playing field. However,
exactly.
You that might turn up the turmoil and make it extra because you're not understanding me. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm letting you know what I need. I'm expressing my feelings. I'm telling you what it is. But I spoke on me personally, and I know this is gonna probably fuel Melinda. Mel, I'm sorry, I called her real name, but no, because I spoke on
to you.
To
It is
you.
disrespectful to you. It is.
You already know, right?
In general, to you.
She already said it.
I just feel like that's where we're going right now. So I'm just gonna just play that real quick because I feel like
Get it
that's
out
where
there.
I
we're
was gonna
going.
tell y'all I don't have no story time for today, but I was gonna tell y'all what my partner feels is disrespectful to them. Now I'm just joking. No, that's you're not getting that juicy tea. That would be disrespectful. See, I told y'all that. However, I did get some comments and things in about what people felt was disrespectful, and they said the way that they speak to their partner. So
Yes.
me being a girl from New York, though, I know that we could be a little disrespectful sometimes. And everybody around the world sees it's like a worldwide no. No, for real. For you to be a New York girl that dates someone down south,
She's going to justify the disrespect now.
no, I ain't no justification for no disrespect.
Corinne, I'm a New York girl.
Listen. The way that a person from New York,
Here comes the disrespect.
Talk. Mason, you are a brother from New York, so please clarify if I'm right or if I'm wrong. If you think I'm justifying,
You're already right. So I'm just trying to see where you're gonna go. But you're already right. That's true.
Because sometimes people in other places take disrespect in such a way. Like I might talk a little hard sometimes. I might be very passionate. I might cuss. I might, say some
New
crazy
York girls quick
shit.
to tell you to suck their dick. Like,
oh, I don't talk
like
like that no more though.
Suck my dick.
Because I'm
No more.
Disrespect.
No more.
yeah, they don't.
New York girls are a different breed. They the only girls I've ever met that's quick to say suck my dick. And it's like, what? Like, what?
I would never. That's not my lane. But I have friends that have used that phrase, but it's viewed as disrespectful.
It's viewed. But it takes the right person. No, but it takes the right person to teach you that that's disrespectful. Because I used to say that. I said that shit one day, and the person went off on me like, babe, let me tell you something. This could have been a situation because you don't know that man. That man was ready to slap the fuck out you. He'd been in jail a few times. He was going to forget you was a girl. You invited him to the Frank Stand. No, don't invite niggas to the Frank Stand. They don't want to be invited to the because they might have been at the Frank Stand by accident. You never know who you disrespecting. So just what's perceived as disrespect to them. Listen, no, don't be talking to people reckless. Just talk to people how you want to be talked to. But me being a woman from disrespect. Me being a woman from New York, we could be perceived to be disrespectful by the way we talk, how passionate, how strong, and just like if I say bro, when I say bro to my fiance, like she be like, I'm not your fucking bro. I'm like, but you are my bro. Like bro's not disrespectful. Is it disrespectful, bro?
Bro's not
like you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's perspective. It's that's the whole thing.
I don't mean it.
No.
Because some girls call girls bro.
And you know that is based on what we said, perspective.
So that's the
each person is perspective. It looks different. That bro sounds disrespectful to this one, but to you, it's like you my bro.
That's the homie.
It's like you my bro in this moment.
No,
like,
but
I don't mean like, yo, you my brother. Like I'm trying to tell. I don't mean it how girls be fucking niggas and then they be like, oh, that's my brother or that's my sis. No, I don't mean it that way.
Where did that come from?
Yo, you went left field again.
Nothing like that.
Oh man.
Yo, Corinne,
I just thought you meant bro like my homie, my friend.
That's how I took it.
My bad bitch. Oh, sorry.
No, Corinne, we didn't even go there. Our minds didn't go there.
That's disrespectful.
No, it's crazy because it's like, it's not that serious.
It's not that serious.
It's like you are who you are. She know your mouth reckless. You know that mouth reckless.
Yes, you met me.
That
with
mouth
reckless
been reckless.
You like this reckless mouth when you
Pause.
No, it was reckless and they liked it.
Oh,
they
wow.
liked it, and I don't want no pause. But anyway,
moving
forward,
bro.
Next subject.
All right, good.
I'll drink to that.
Wow. Jasmine's co-signing the reckless mouth.
I just mean that.
Is your mouth reckless, Jasmine? Are you co-signing that?
It can be. My mouth can be
I'm
reckless.
done. Continue.
But just like, on general.
That's not what she's talking about. She is not. I gotta go.
No.
I'm behind the mic on this one.
But
You are in trouble.
Somebody else said in the comments, saying and doing what I want when I want. That can be perceived as being disrespectful. Somebody said in a relationship that when they say like, oh, to their partner, like I'm gonna say and do, I want to say, I'm gonna do what I want when I want. Like if you
if you tell that to your
tell that to your partner, like, oh, I'm gonna say what I want when I want, do what I want.
That's disrespect to the
Disrespectful.
that's disrespect to 100 powers. Yo, what is the biggest power we can put that to?
But why is that being?
That's not compromising. That's not compromising. When you're in a relationship, you have to compromise. You can't just tell your partner, I'm gonna do what I want to do, when I want to do, how I want to do it. You want to be single then.
Oh, and that's
not
Jazz.
a relationship.
Go ahead, Jazz. Go ahead, Jazz. Go ahead, Jazz.
That's single lifestyle.
Oh, say it again, Jazz. That's what?
Single lifestyle. That's not a relationship.
Loving it.
Because, like, for example, right? You're going out every day, like out, like club, party, brunch, whatever. You just be in the streets. When you're in a relationship, you know, that might not always be, that's not going to always work. So I feel like if you like, all right, babe, Thursdays is my night. Thursdays and Saturdays, those is my nights to be out. But if something comes up, you know, I can't move stuff around, but I like to be out. I like to be on the scene. I like to be social. You know, I feel like that's a compromise. If you pick 2 out of 7 days and be like, these is my days, or 1 out of 7, but I feel like you can't completely change the person you're with. You have to accept them for who they are, but you have to compromise. I feel like if you're in a relationship and they pick 2 set days and be like, can these be my days? We can fluctuate, we can compromise, but I love to do this and I love to do that. Then I feel like that's fine, but not no change. Like you can't have a relationship and don't compromise. That's single life.
I'm not saying. Well, first of all, let me just clarify because y'all was all. I don't know what was going on. It's crazy. These are not about me personally. This is something that people said. Why you question out earlier? No, I just want to make sure I clarify.
You said that.
It's on my notes because I said people sent this to me.
Yeah,
no, we didn't say it was about you. We just that was an example.
I did not that time.
Said, oh, is it the glass door yet?
No, I didn't. We didn't. We knew what you said. Maybe they didn't hear you.
Well, I don't agree.
What you meant.
I mean, I don't fully agree with y'all. I'm gonna agree to disagree. Like I do agree with some points that you have made, but when a person says like, because I'm the type of person that I'll say like, oh, I'm gonna do what I want when I want, but it don't mean like disrespect. To me, it's not disrespectful. It's my perception of it. It's more so one of those things where it's like, okay, I'll let you know that these were my goals. These are the things that I wanted to do. Are you on board? Oh, you're not on board? Okay, well, I'm on board and I'm out. I'll be back. I don't think that I should have to sit here and wait.
That works.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm not in a relationship, so I just want to know that works. Like you say that, and that works.
And I'm sorry to say this. I feel like that's an age thing right there.
Do you think that's an age thing?
Yeah, because I think it's about maturity. You just saying to somebody, you know, I'm gonna do what I want when I want and all that.
Okay, let me ask
that's not how you doing a relationship.
That's dismissive.
You get down or you lay down. You said you get down or you lay down.
Yeah,
that's how you take it. That's how I felt like.
You deal with this movement or you don't. You choose.
And you know what? For so long, that's been my mentality. And you know what? I will acknowledge that is my mentality. Get down and lay down, my way or the highway. Because my way was working. And I love you, but I'm me and you. And then we come together and we are we. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like
no,
y'all don't get it.
No.
That's being dismissive, Corinne. Corinne, that's dismissive.
I'm not saying I can't.
I'm not saying that you don't have a different entity. You are you, and you know I am. She's she, and I'm me. Okay, I understand that part, but when you bring that together, there becomes a serious level of respect and compromising. You know that there's things about you when you first get with somebody, y'all talk that. Remember, she said the uncomfortable talk or the the conversation. That's that conversation that you have to have in the beginning, because later on, that's gonna come back and bite you. Okay, because you can't go into a relationship with that. Oh, this is how I am, and this is what I'm going to do. And if you don't like it, well, then you should have thought about that before you even got with me, because you knew there were certain things that I felt was disrespectful.
You should have made sure you accept it. You should have made sure you was able to accept it. Don't want me in the beginning and think you're going to change me later. No. I let you know my boundaries right now. How are they now disrespectful? No. What you accept from the beginning is going to be what we're going to be.
No. That is so true. That part is true.
In the club, and I'm going to be in the club. I might be there now. Instead of 5 days a week, I'm going to be there 2 days a week. But you know what? I'm still going. Whether you going or not. You might not feel like going to the club 2 days instead of 4 days. But when we got together, we was in the club 4 days. And that's it. And I'm just
But it's about perspective. It's about each person's perspective.
So I understand this person.
Just right. No, she want to
cut you off now. She's like, nah, I don't even want to hear it.
Making my partner feeling like my feelings are more important. That goes back, I guess, to the last question, doing what I want. So we're gonna move on from there. Let's jump back. Are we in the? Oh no.
No one answered my question. No one told me if that works.
No.
Like y'all relationship people need to tell me if that works.
Shut up, Mel. Don't say nothing. I'm good.
That does not work.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for telling me. Because
What did he
I
say?
was
What was
baffled.
your question?
I wanted to know if that
worked.
worked.
The question was like, does that behavior
Oh,
work?
was her perspective? No, it don't work. That's her fairy tale land that she live in sometime when we
with
be
the
in
butterflies.
With the butterflies, all that stuff is in the real world. I mean, you got Tina. She's like she give them all the information and let them decide. But the truth of the matter, that's in the beginning. That's in the beginning.
Pull that up on the screen.
Those are two different things. We're not talking about later on down the line. You switch it up. I'm saying you in the beginning. You knew she was like that. You shouldn't deal with her. You shouldn't. But the whole thing is, it's still about respect for your partner. You dealt with this person also knowing that they don't like certain things. So you shouldn't have dealt with them as well as they should have dealt with you. That's why I keep saying accountability is on both ends. It's not one way.
Okay. So before we jump into segment 2, because question 4 got heated. It got heated. I mean, I'm sorry. Did you guys say your perceptions before we bring our guests on? Because we have a guest in the backstage, I believe, and they've been trying to get on for a while. Waiting for a while. It got crazy. You know, hush them out. So, Mason, did you say your perspective of disrespect? I'm sorry, I keep saying perception. You don't even want to say it.
I said it, I think.
Yeah, he did.
All right, Jazz, you said it.
I
think I just wanted to make sure. Let's bring our guests on and see what they have to say. So far here on Hush Mouth, because they've been waiting for a long time. Hello, wake up.
Hi.
Welcome to Hush Mouth.
Hi, everybody.
I'm trying.
Everybody here. This conversation with the respect and disrespect in the relationship just went so many different ways. Lord have mercy. But it's an outlook on every situation. We don't never know the situation of everyone. So y'all did a great job. But y'all was confusing me. Y'all was killing me. I was like, wait. That's how I was in the background. But you all have great pointers. What I want to say is this. From the beginning of the show itself, the respect and disrespect. Respect is when you allow a person to be themselves. When you allow and accept the person to be who they are so they can flourish. And you are able to accept that, it's beautiful. When you're not able to accept certain things, you speak to that person and say, these little things, it gives me a little, and y'all talk about it and y'all compromise. If it's too much to handle, then to get the hell out. Just say, listen, I can't deal with it. I'm not going to be good to you because I'm not good with it. Because if you're not good with something, you're not going to be good to nobody else. That's number one. Number two, the disrespect. when the person doesn't allow you to be yourself, you're going to have resentment. So it still is not going to work out because you're looking at this partner like, I can't choose the color of the car that I want. I can't go to the bathroom when I'm ready to go. I can't use that towel. I'm married, so those are certain things that comes up. Excuse me. I can't tell the child that he better pick that up. You know, I got 8 kids in my house.
You keep going.
You getting upset with me because I done told the number one student of our household that he better pick that up or she better pick that up. And you're looking at me like, you being too harsh. Excuse me. The rules apply to all.
Everybody.
Okay. So y'all have me so many different ways in this relationship. Mason, the girl that twerk on her
twerker.
friend.
Let's talk about it.
Gay. Now, is she a twerker? Is she a stripper? I don't know. So if she is, the person that she's with must understand that this is a job. That this is what she do. This is how she make her money. If that's what it is, I don't know. I'm just saying. So if that's what it is, you already know what she do. She probably took it as a safe way of not twerking on somebody she don't know.
There you go.
And I mean, it's just like, let me do it on him because we friends, so it don't really mean nothing. And I'm still making my money, and try not to disrespect the partner. But the partner say, I still don't like it. Okay, fine. Let's talk about it. I'm gonna respect that. I see how I understand now that you're telling me, since that's my friend, that's my homeboy, that's my girl, that's whatever relationship they have. But still, he don't like it. So we have to compromise. We have to speak about it. We have to see. He needs to see her understanding of that's my people's. It wasn't really nothing like I was grinding on somebody that I don't know and try to make more of something that it really wasn't. But we're going to respect one another and understand that that's what it was. When that person that's giving you the understanding and the ability to express yourself and not accepting anything because they're so irate or so upset, it causes confusion and conflict. So it's really a lot of different pointers that I sat here and I was listening, and like each and every one of y'all really gave pointers and good advice and understanding and open-minded to different situations that came up as I was listening. I'm like, wait a minute, I gotta say something about that part, but wait a minute. But so
and you said some things. You said some things in the chat. I'm gonna try to go through them real quickly.
Go ahead.
And then we go into our segments too. You said sometimes people are in love with the idea of love, but doesn't know how to give it due to lack of respecting yourself first. So you can't and may respect others. That is crossing the boundaries.
Right. So in other words, you're so in love with the idea of being in love and having a partner that you just feel that is your way. That goes vice versa to any partner, any person. They feel like, oh, this is what it's supposed to be. You are so stuck in your mind of what you see, what love and respect is. You're confusing the two. Because I feel that when you respect someone and you love yourself, you respect yourself, you are able to love and respect others. When you're not able to do that, you can't do it for nobody else. You cannot. So first, they always say, how you gonna love somebody else when you don't love yourself? How you gonna respect someone else when you don't respect yourself? And we have to understand, we are coming as one, but we are still two different individuals. So whatever your job is, your occupation, your career, respect what they do and have an open conversation of, this is what I do. I'm never trying to hurt you. They just go with the twerking thing, because that would be like a stripper or whatever. I don't care. You could be a dancer. I don't care how you dance, But if it's causing conflict in the relationship or your job, you're a lawyer, and you're always out, you're always investigating, you're never here. I mean, both ways, doesn't matter. Respect the fact that this person is making a life. And as long as they let you speak to one another, say, well, baby, I got to investigate this, this allegations because this person's going to go to jail for life. And I'm sorry, it's taking a lot of our time, but as long as take a day or two for each other. And if you can't do that and you want to stay mad, there's no respect. If there's no respect, there's no love. Stop being in love with the idea of being in love and having a relationship without the respect. The respect must come first. Because and then you learn to love each other. You learn to love each other's ways and what must be done in order to progress in life. That's what I say. That's what I believe. And no one may not have to agree. But if you can't respect,
hold on, Aileen,
that's
hold
like
on.
control. That's like a person that want to control you. Then you confusing, and a person say, "Oh, why did you go to the store 2 in the morning?" Well, I needed some pads for women, or I needed to get something a man needed, or whatever. Things can happen. You telling me I can't get up out the bed and make sure you're okay and run to the store or leave you a note? I went to the store, and that's a problem.
Hold on, Amy. Hold on. Mel wanted to ask a question. What were you going to say?
All right, go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. I talked a lot. I'm sorry.
You forgot about it?
Yeah, I forgot where she was at.
Oh, all right. So the last thing you asked was sometimes when a person says, I'm going to do me regardless, which became a big little uproar in here. It can be because the person is feeling tied down and stuck into unhappiness. Do you want to deliberate?
Yes. What I want to say is that sometimes we give up a little. It's okay to do so. To be like, all right, baby, all right, you didn't like that. Okay, no problem. And then after a while, you say, damn, now all of a sudden, oh, I'm giving so much of myself that I'm losing me. Don't lose yourself because you worrying about making that person happy, and if making another person happy is taken away from your well-being, that's a problem. That's like then you start feeling stuck. You're stuck on, oh, I got this relationship, I have a man or woman or my partner, or however it is, but yet you slowly losing yourself. You don't realize it till it's too late. To you at that point when you're so stuck or feeling sick and overwhelmed, like the clouds, like the Hurricane Ida just did to all of us. All right, that you're just stuck. Nobody want to feel like that. That's not the way to live life. You want to be able to live life. I want to be able to go to my partner, whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, to say, baby, this is what I'm feeling like, or this. And the person can't understand it, like, listen, ain't no need to argue.
I'm saying that the way she just...
Oh, she was deep in it. She felt that I'm going to do me regardless.
When you do me regardless, that means you at your wit's end. You at your wit's end.
That's the point. You said the key of what I wanted to say the whole time.
I'm sick of you.
Oh, hold on, Amy.
That's the whole thing. For you, you just said the key thing right there. If a person start totally disrespecting you like that, I mean totally, then that relationship over.
Yeah, you sick.
You actually wasting your time with that person because the question, and I know we're gonna ask it later about the love and respect. You know what I mean?
You never had it. Any one person gets to that point.
I can love you. I can love you. Yeah, I love you. But
from a distance,
they still don't respect you. People do that.
Yeah.
So don't think because you can't put those two together. But I do think once you get to that point where you totally disrespecting that person, you are wasting your time.
Yes. That love is, people say, love is enough, we can make this work. It's not, because when you don't have everything else, you don't have the respect for one another. Love is about, for me, I'm gonna say, because I can't speak for everybody else. Love for me is that when I can come to my partner's security and understanding, or they come for mine. No matter, life isn't that easy for no one person. So to put two people together and make things work, it's like, double the trouble, triple the trouble, really. Because now we're learning each other ways. We're learning what we need to do for one another. And some people have a lot of children, like I do. Some people don't have no children. It's too hard. It's hard. And if you can't keep the respect for just be respectful, period. To a stranger in the street. If you can't be respectful to a stranger in the street, you're not going to be respectful in any way. You can't give your partner that. And love grows from having respect and understanding of knowing where people come from, what their backgrounds were, how they lived their life, what they need for to have the support and security. You have to give each other that. And that comes from having respect. If you don't have it, it's a problem. Unless you go to therapy, which I don't, like I said, I put in the comment. Go get it. Therapy is not a voodoo. Go get it. Let's work on it. Okay, let's make things happen. If you really want to make it happen, if you feel you got this love, let's learn how to respect one another since you didn't have it in the beginning.
Okay, yes.
Well said, well said.
You don't have to have it in the beginning. You don't have to have it in the beginning.
So
But
much
let's learn
for coming
together.
here to hush your mouth. Thank you so much, Mom.
All right, daughter, I love you. I'm sorry. Did I embarrass you? Mason, did I embarrass you?
Not at all. Not at all. You was hitting them points. Let us know.
I mean, this topic just went so many different ways, and I agreed. And the young lady here in lavender pink. Oh, beautiful. I love the things you had to say, honey. I sure
Thank
did.
you.
I sure did. Yes.
Thank you, Mom.
And Mason, you know I love you. I love you too. I love
Always.
Yeah. But that took me on the world circle today. I thought I was in Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey. And you know, they don't even exist anymore.
It gets better. It gets better. Stay tuned in. Stay tuned in. We got to go to
Always,
segment number
y'all
2
always
now.
get better, and I love it.
Talk to you later.
Everybody be blessed.
You too.
Love you. All right. Well, as y'all can see, who raised me? My mama. And I love her. Thank you for coming here on Hush Your Mouth and being our guest on our show. Mel was over here like she won't even let me get a bird in. Like,
she was on fire.
Yeah, my mom be
she was on fire.
She had some things to say.
I have my school meetings and shit. Like going in with me. My daughter ain't what? Don't play with me. All right. Does disrespect look differently in a marriage versus in just a relationship? Does the standards of or perception of disrespect change? But that goes back to what you said. So does a person feel more like, I don't know, like does the tolerance level go down more when you're in a marriage versus a relationship? I think that's kind of like the question, isn't it?
I don't think that it does. Okay, so you go to bed, you're in a relationship, and the next day when you wake up, you're married. You understand? So you those are two different lives. I did not, when I woke up the next day after I was married, I didn't feel the same way I felt when I went to sleep.
Oh my God.
As a single person. The responsibility is different.
That's beautiful.
Expectations is different. Yeah, I'm serious. That next day when I woke up, I was like, oh man, I felt different. There's a big difference between what I did when I was dating you and what I do when I'm married to you. You know what I mean? There's a different level of respect. There's certain things that people do, and I'm going to keep it real, 100. There's certain things that you do when you're in a relationship and you ain't married, but when you get married, you're going to move different.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's a different level of respect. An oath that you took to, a vow that you took to that person, you know, to do a certain thing. So your responsibility becomes different. I don't owe you anything when we date. But when I tell you you my wife, I owe you everything.
Give it a gun. Hush everybody's motherfucking mouth. What? From the married person herself, 23 motherfucking years of this. All right, y'all. I know my sound effects is crazy. I feel like the Migos tonight. I don't know. But that's dope. And I really agree with everything they're saying, except for the part because I haven't experienced it yet about waking up the next day and feeling different. But just even the thought that someone realistically tells you that they want to marry you just makes you feel different. Me being the person that's engaged and just the person that's saying like, no, with everything that you do, every part of you, whatever you come with, flaws and all, I still want to marry you. That's a beautiful experience. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like it definitely will change because even with that experience, it's like, oh, you want to more.
You get your gunshots. No. That was
Yeah,
good.
that was nice. That was nice.
All right. Even with that experience, it's like, oh, I want to take you a little bit more serious. And the person that's sitting here telling you that we may not be getting even really married. Like, you don't even think about, you can think about life without me. Because you can think about life without me means that how am I going to trust you with all of me? You get what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
It makes sense.
No, I definitely feel like it looks different in a marriage than in a relationship. It's like you're held to a higher standard when you are someone's wife, when you are someone's girlfriend. I always say, don't be giving out wife privileges when you're just a girlfriend. Absolutely. Just like, because a man's not going to do that for you. Absolutely. So when you give up, what? He's not going to be acting like
whoa. No, but
Yes.
now how you? It depends how you're looking at it too. Because a man does it a lot for a woman when he takes care of her and treats her as a wife when she ain't a wife.
I ain't never look at it from that perspective.
Okay, that's why you only seen it from one perspective.
Okay, I seen it from that perspective.
Mason, for real.
Okay.
No $100 for you.
Then I'm gonna say this to you too, sir. Don't be out here acting like a husband if you ain't. No, it's not. I won't ever be that caught saying that. I don't know why I'm not gonna say that.
I was about to say you don't believe that. You do not believe that.
No,
you can't possibly believe that.
You saw it. I was about to. It was about to spill out.
I was gonna see how far you was going with the lie.
I'm glad you brought it back.
Hold on, man. I had my Misty on real quick. I said flip it in reverse. You know I'm good for that. But this one I couldn't do. You saw. I caught it. I was like, oh.
You almost threw up in your mouth. Pause.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I was like, whoa. Nobody wants to say that. No, what I will say is that it's a man's responsibility. That's who you are as a man. You show me that you're worthy of me
changing my life. Like that.
Yeah, that's
you. I
just in no way in life does it work like that.
I want you to stop right now.
In no way in life does it work like that.
Does disrespect. So what do you guys? So Jasmine, you are in a relationship. Does disrespect for you look differently when you guys get married, or versus now when you're in a relationship? Like, what is it that you? I guess I don't know. I don't know.
If you asked him, he would say no. If you ask me, I say yes, because I just feel like when you're married, it's just certain things you're just not going to tolerate that you may somewhat tolerate now because you're not married. But when you're married, no. I feel like the level of disrespect is greater because you are someone's wife. They took that oath before God. Like, it's a whole different level of respect that your partner is supposed to have for you. But I feel like when you're not, like right now, I'm just a girlfriend. So I feel like you're supposed to talk about those things that's going to be required to be seen in marriage. Like, I feel like just so when you do make the transition, it's not a shock when you start, nope, not with it. Like, I just feel like it just shouldn't be a surprise when you start saying certain things about, because I understand we all make compromises, but I just feel like when you take your relationship to the next level, certain things just need to be put on a table that, like, all right, so we're not going to be doing this anymore. This is how we're going to be focused on. This is how we're going to be living. This is the boundaries of the marriage. So I feel like that's how I feel about that.
Absolutely.
Oh, definitely. Oh, I was going to give it a gunshot.
That one.
We all feel the same way.
No, I'm giving out my gunshots. It's only a certain amount of gun bullets inside the gun.
Oh my gosh.
So we can't be just giving them out.
She's like, everybody else share your drops, not
I
me.
invited Jasmine on the show tonight.
But you get no gunshots.
You get none of my drops.
Give you some
Nothing.
applause.
Oh wow. It's cool,
I
Jasmine. You can share my applauses. You can share my applause.
Thank you, Mason. Thank you.
No problem.
Cool, but no, not my gunshots. All right, Mason.
Yes, ma'am.
So, does disrespect look for you being a single man? What is it in your single life that you feel like you would like? Does it look different for you for single life than marriage? Because I think disrespect is disrespect all across the board, but that's my perception of disrespect. So, I mean, I don't know.
Let me address all the things that was said because it was
that's
a lot
it.
said.
We in second two first. We right here, and then we got.
Okay.
Sorry, no. Trying to.
So let me address a few things. First things first, it's an interview process. Life is an interview process. You don't want to put your worst foot forward in either direction. So if you're interviewing to be my wife and you can't show me any wifely qualities, why would I hire you for this role if you can't demonstrate that you know how to do this role? So I'm gonna assume you know how to take care of anything.
Gunshots.
You interview. Oh, we let me get to that.
I'm trying to figure out.
He felt like that was gunshots, man.
No, that was. You can have a gunshot.
You are interviewing for a role in my life, like, and I'm interviewing for a role in your life, and it doesn't go one more than the other. So, for instance, like, I'm not supposed to be like showing you all the aspects of a husband, the protection, the stability, all this stuff, and you're showing me 1/10 of that. Like, how does that work? Why would I want to like pick you over somebody that's going to show me more? Like, you obviously are showing me that you're not at that level because you can't show me anything. So if you're interviewing and you go in and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to put my best foot forward in this interview, how likely are you to get that job?
No. Not
likely. Not at all.
Okay.
Let me finish. Let me finish. Let me finish. So to answer the question,
for Mason when he's done.
Look, everybody
gets you.
I see. So my answer to all that is, like, from dating to all the way up to marriage, the respect level should be the same. The attempt to please and to romance your wife, your husband, whoever, should be the same. The effort you put in should be the same. The responsibilities, once you guys are at that level, because I feel like sometimes you guys get to that level before you get married. So if you guys are living together, a lot of that responsibility comes into play. So, you know what I'm saying? So that level of respect should be at that level. So for me, it's a job interview. Everything's a job interview. Everything is me putting my best foot forward to show you that I'm the best man for that role.
Okay, so no, wait.
Let me go first. Okay,
I'm gonna let her go first.
I have a question.
Yeah, let me get a piece of paper real fast.
Look, with my paper.
I didn't know I said anything so controversial. Like, we getting papers and pens.
Because you single out here. We in relationships. You can't. No.
Yeah, teach me. Let me know.
It's not controversial because I asked my man the same question, and he feels like the same respect you show and as boyfriend girlfriend should be the same respect you show as husband and wife. But I would just want to ask, like you were saying, like you feel like the girl should be doing, like Corinne says, she don't feel like the girl should be doing everything as a wife if she's not a wife. But you said you feel like she should. So what do you feel like a man should be doing to show a woman that he wants to be her husband?
Everything that a husband would do. So what's your perception of a husband? Let me start there. What's your perception of a husband?
So my perception of a husband is someone who's family oriented, helps provide for the household, protects the household, has respect for his household, and leads by example for his household.
And your man is checking all those boxes, right? Yes, he is, right?
Yep.
It's okay. We can say that shit proudly. No, don't
Yes.
just shake your head. Yes, he is checking all those boxes. Yes, my man is out here doing his thing. Give him credit. Give that man credit. Too often we don't give good men credit. Give that man credit.
Give him an applause. Please give him an applause.
See how we sharing my drop? We sharing my applause.
Nice, bro. You know?
So I say all that to say this, and I ask you that question specifically because it's different for everybody. If that's your perception of what a husband should be, that's this perception that the person that is courting you should deliver. So he should be taking care of all those things for you and showing you that he can.
I'm sorry, and people don't know what the courting stage is really about. There's the like dating, getting to know, and it becomes the courting.
It's all interviewing. I'm simplifying it. It's interviewing.
No, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
It's the interviewing stages.
It's the interview.
Okay, but
all right, but we ain't gonna do that. Stop. Wait, because I interrupted Mason's thought. Let him get that out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So
And
all I'm saying is we should do the same thing for each other. So what's your perception of what a husband should be? He should be aspiring to hit those goal points. And the same, if you care about that man, if you think that man's doing a good job, you should be hitting all the perceptions of what he thinks a wife should be. And that's only fair. I'm not asking for him to do more, and I'm not asking for you to do more. But at the same point, people be like, they be scared to put themselves out there and do their best in a relationship. I'm gonna give you 50% because I'm not your wife yet. No, I'm gonna give you 100% because I'm with you and I'm aspiring to be your wife, or I'm aspiring to be your husband. So if that's what I'm aspiring to be, I'm gonna do that, and that's it. That's the bottom line. That's how I see it, and I'm just
okay, Mason, give yourself an applause.
Mason, that was dope. That was
No,
dope.
That made a lot of sense.
wait. I know you're about to do him. So Mason, you know how I
take
do
your
this?
notes. She's ready
You know
to
how
try to
I
hush
do
my
this thing.
mouth.
I got my notes in here, but you know, I like how you did that. That was really dope, Mason, and I really want to applaud you again.
Are you going to deflect now, or are you going to? What's going to happen?
No,
deflection time?
I get what you're saying, because what I said, you're counteracting what I said, which is don't act like a wife before you are a wife. And you know what? That's very important. But before I get into that, because you know I want the applause, I want your DeMarcos, I want the gunshots, I want all that.
Everybody, you want everybody's.
I want everybody's shit.
All right, we'll start.
When I make my point, but before I make my point, I'm going to make Mel's point.
You're going to make Mel's point?
I mean, Mel's going to make a point, but not me. I want Mel to make a point. And then I'm going to go last. All right,
okay.
I'm just saying. I'm just going Mel to talk.
So.
Oh, we got the same handwriting. That's why I knew you wasn't going to fucking read it.
Yeah. You have a total. I understand what you're saying. You do treat people in a relationship because you are building to know them. That part is very true. But when you go to bed after you're married, you wake up with a different responsibility. Okay? I don't take an oath before God to love, honor, cherish, and respect you before God. I don't take that lightly. So you wake up that next day with a whole new, he said, when you can use it in any terms you want to, but when you find a wife, you find a good thing. Okay?
And
so
Marco.
You didn't,
I'm gonna give you that. Hold on. And by the way, Solomon is the one that said that he had 100 and something wives.
Yes.
Solomon had 100 and something wives, so he found a lot of good things.
Yes.
Maybe I should try to find a lot of good things.
Listen.
100 and something wives, I can't do that.
But they believed in that time. They had a whole bunch of wives. That was and it wasn't a problem for them. But what I'm saying is, when you go to bed that next day, it's different because she's not your girlfriend. See, earlier she made a statement and she said, "Oh, you know, about how you treat your girlfriend." Yeah, that's your girl. Say it again, girlfriend. Okay, you date her, she become your girlfriend, then you make her your fiance, then she becomes your wife. So there's levels to the respect. Okay, each level took you to another level of respect for her. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not that easy to walk away when you marry. Like it's not as easy as when I was dating her. When I was dating her and she got on my nerves, or I got on her nerves, we was like, it's over. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? I'm leaving. I'm out. You understand what I'm saying? Now it's like
you have a responsibility to that person.
You know, in your mind, you saying those same words, but you know, truthfully, it's not the same. So what you do in the relationship will be different in the marriage. Not that she didn't earn it and you didn't earn it along the way, but you will treat her different at every stage because she's earned a new trophy. She's earned a new level. You understand what I'm saying? She got a new title. When we move up in titles, we move up in positions. So you treat people different.
So Mel, do you agree with Corinne or do you agree with Mason?
Interview. Yeah, interview. It was the interviews that took me the fuck out.
So I understood when you was talking about the interview. So I just ended up by saying, yeah, but now you got levels. You promote.
Yeah.
You move.
So
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Mason.
Can I? She just talked to me, so I'm talking back.
You got to rebuttal. You got to rebuttal.
Yeah, that's how we talk.
Yourself,
so
sir.
I definitely the guy part. I'm definitely a person of God, and I respect that, and I get that commitment and that level of commitment. I don't think your actions should change. I think the respect and the letting the world know. I think when you get to God and you get to like marriages, I think it's just me letting the world know how I felt about you for a long time.
True.
So
wow.
That is true.
Okay.
For me,
Okay.
the wedding is the outward expression of my inward love. So it's not there for anything else other than that. So I think marriage as well is just the outward expression of my inward love, and that's the next level. It has nothing to do with how I treat you. I'm gonna respect you the same way. I want you to be my wife. If that's my intentions. If my intentions isn't that, then of course, yeah, I'm gonna leave you. I'm gonna do all that stuff. But I'm not gonna welcome you into my life and give you that level of girlfriend. For me, a girlfriend is important. It's not just like, hey, you over there, you're my girlfriend, but you've never like spent any time with me or whatever the case may be, but we've had great phone conversations and we've gone out 2 times. So now you're my girlfriend. Nah, like I think it's a little bit deeper. So I'm not wasting nobody's time. And I think that with those type of situations, you got to be very careful. So I agree with you with the God, and I agree with you with all that stuff. And I agree that that's a different level. That's hey, listen, I've already committed to you, personally. I've committed to you outside. Now the world knows that this is our level. So that's the other level. But I'm still going to respect you the same way day 1 that I'm going to respect you day 90. I'm not going to give you less respect when I'm claiming you as my girl or when I'm dating you. I'm still showing you that, listen, this is the role that I want to play in your life, and I'm going to show you how it's going to be when you get there.
Call me when you get married.
Oh, that's true. I got a long way to go. This is a single man talking. Interviewing.
I love your outlook on it. I love your outlook on it. It don't work that way. I just want you to understand
it don't work that way.
I hope
it doesn't work
Maybe that's why I'm saying, because I'm putting so much effort into it and so much of a status into it.
You got interviews going on for different shit. You got, I don't know what's going on.
Damn right, you got interviews. Everybody's not privileged enough to work here.
Mason,
can't all work here.
Him over here, Renee.
Look at that.
Did you ever
can't work here. I'm sorry. It's okay. And I'm okay with that. But go ahead, Kori.
Listen, Mason, I told you a few weeks ago you need healing. How
is that healing?
I'm just going to heal you.
No part of what I said right now is broken. No part of what I said right now is hurt. No part of what I said right now is not. It's setting a standard for myself. I'm sorry. I apologize if my standard for myself is not right for anyone else.
You know what?
Go ahead.
That way. I'm not saying that it's not right, because what I say is I do host interviews. I host interviews myself. I host them. Now I'm gonna tell you the interviews. I do. So like how a man's relationship is with his children's mother. Like there was a one point in time that I wouldn't date people who had kids. I just went to it. I think that and I had kids my whole life, but I just won't date you if you had kids.
She said, I embrace my hypocrisy. That's hypocrisy at its finest.
That was the same way at one point.
But
that's crazy.
Now in my adult life, moving forward in my 30s, you got some kids out there? Cool. How? Because all of my children, I am the first child's mother. No, I don't want to be the learning experience.
All your baby daddies, you're there first.
No, I don't have no baby daddies.
You said all your children's. Say that again.
Yeah, he didn't get you.
All right, so all my sperm donors, because if you want to be technical,
okay.
You didn't want me to take it there, but see now I was trying to be nice by saying children's father. Parents or whatever they are called, but the person who has
children, you're the first.
Nathan, this
for
is not
all your children's fathers.
I am the first for all of my children's fathers. I am the first.
Baby mama.
No, I'm not their baby mom.
I'm not gonna say that word.
They don't have
is triggering.
They don't have a baby mother.
She's like child support.
No. Listen, I am the first, and so those were my learning experiences because I was their learning experiences. So I was like, oh my God, no, something has to change. You know what? You host interviews for like who's going to be your next baby daddy. Like how he treats his baby mom is a reflection of him as a man. How he treats his children is a reflection of him as a man. How he acts as a man is a reflection of how he was raised. That's real shit. So
how he loves is a reflection of how he was raised.
Yes, everything has to do with the reflection of how you was raised. So for me,
and vice versa,
right? So I'm going to give you wife qualities, and you are not a husband. Why do I want to give you wife qualities?
Why are you dating that person though?
Wow.
Like, my thing is like, why are you wasting your time inviting that person?
A man or whoever you choose to be with want to give you wifely?
No, but you might once you engage.
And
once you engage to me, because I'm gonna be your girlfriend, and when I'm your girlfriend, I'm gonna stay in the lines of a girlfriend.
Okay.
I might, disperse a little extra care or whatever.
Okay.
But now you propose to me because you see something in me that you can see my potential. But I always say, don't date for potential. Show them that you have the potential to treat it like a job. Mason said he's interviewing, so treat it like a job because men interview. So you come in as an employee. You do within your task. You want to step up to the next role. You might do a little bit more, but not everything. Now you have been promoted. You are employee of the fucking month.
So you're fiance.
You are fiance.
You're fiance.
Okay, now you move forward. You a wife, but that's because you showed that you was able to be a boss and run that shit. Not shit.
Okay,
shit.
So let me tell you how to work. Oh, can I rebut that?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna make it short. Let me tell you how it works. If you want to be a good employee, you go in giving your 100%. You go in giving your 100%. You know how quick you get promoted? Very fast. You know why? Because you are giving your 100%. You go in giving half-ass shit, you get half-ass shit back. So, you play silly games, you get silly prizes. So when you walk into a situation playing silly-ass games and saying, like, this is how you want to do it, you get silly-ass prizes. So my thing is, when you walk into a job interview and you not giving 100%, you gonna get that silly-ass, all right, nah, we not calling you back. And the same thing goes. You get hired and you're not giving that 100%. Okay, you're going to stay an employee for 100 years because that's all we could see that you could do. Every step of the way, you got to be 100% and giving 100%. When you sit there and you say, nah, this is my job. My job is to come here from 9 to 5, and that's all I'm doing. 9 to 5, you're going to get paid 9 to 5, right? If you sit there and say, hey, boss, listen, I want to do more. I want to be more. This is what I'm going to do.
Stop just this. Everybody keep making this
about
a job.
Work.
No,
listen.
It's the same thing.
Listen. And this is the problem. This is the problem and for real.
Go ahead, Mel.
Everybody keep talking about this like it's a job. Okay? Okay? Job. Listen, this ain't a job. This ain't a job.
Go ahead, Mel. I'm gonna let Mel tell me what it is. Tell me what it is, Mel.
I don't give a fuck about no job. Let me tell you about how much I don't give a fuck about
Jesus.
the job. Look, I'll be like, I ain't coming today. I ain't showing them no for a relationship. You gotta show up every fucking day.
Even when you don't want to.
What's a better comparison? Being a parent? Is that a better comparison? What's a comparison to a relationship?
What do you mean?
What's a comparison to a relationship?
I can't.
Well, my thing is, there's
no other comparison. Nothing's like being in a relationship.
Listen, a relationship. There's nothing. I never thought you lived in a fairy tale till today.
This is not a fairy tale. I'm not saying shit. I'm not saying none of this is easy. I'm saying.
Scaring me.
Wait, go ahead. You talk first, Mel, and then I'll come in after.
You're scaring me.
You talk first, Mel, then I'm gonna come after.
This whole thing about the job, like, this is not a job. You can't treat a relationship like it's a job. And I'm being for real. Half of us don't even care about the job. Everybody trying to be an entrepreneur. So wait. If you look at it like you want to talk about it, hold on.
Let's change the comparison.
Entrepreneurship. Everybody want to do entrepreneurship. So in your world, everybody want to be single? Because it's like you just took that whole thing and switched it to a whole nother level.
Wait. No, let me clear that up.
Okay.
So I'm using an example to correlate with what we're talking about. I'm not saying this is a job. I'm saying this is what it's like. So here's what I'm saying.
Oh, you looking
Everything
for
that
a
I'm saying
perfect
is not exactly how it is. Obviously, there's gonna be trials. There's gonna be tribulations. Shit ain't gonna be right. My thing in saying what I'm saying is, if somebody's not a fit for you, somebody's not a fit for you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody doesn't live up to your standards, they don't live up to your standards. The quicker you get rid of that person, the quicker somebody else could come into your life. That ain't a fairy tale. That's true. Like sometimes that person is the person for you, and you got to work at it, and you got to do all the right things or whatever. And then shit goes wrong, and shit goes wrong left, and shit goes right. But you make the decision that's the person for me, so I'm gonna do what I got to do. I use the job reference just to say that. Listen, you got to put your best foot forward when you're in a relationship. You can't half-ass your relationship. That's it.
That is true. That's true.
it.
But
You can't
I
half-ass
do
your
agree with you on that.
Was that the only
I
one
get
that
the applause.
understood
Hold
what he
on.
was
I gotta be
saying?
paying attention to myself.
But you were just
Mason, I understood.
Take the job out of it. Take the job out of it. Let's stop talking about
Mason,
the
I
job because it's getting.
understood. I got it.
Thank you.
I got
Take the
it.
job out of it. I don't want this to be about a job.
Quick. We had some comments while we was going on with the
I was
topic.
going.
You took us out. That's normally my job, Mason, but you took it.
I know he was going.
You did. What's it called? He fired me or something. All right. Am I old because I'm gonna do what I want? I might not get the chance to do it later. That's how I feel. You only got one life. Live that shit. Topic Lucas. That's communication. Tina Ward. It makes perfect sense. Tina Ward. Yes, exactly. Boo. Give them all the information and let them decide. That's further back in the conversation. You can rewatch this tomorrow. I mean, well, not tomorrow, but when it airs, we'll let y'all know. Yes, it works. I have proof. D. Tyler, aka D Max's son. Facts. D. Tyler, tell him. I like it. Yeah, she's speaking facts. D. Tyler, I'm about to roll up to this. Roll up. Spark your shit, bro. If my daughter wasn't asleep, I would have this on blast so my girl can hear this good shit. Let her hear it. Tell her to watch on her phone. Use her earpods. Like, subscribe, notify. Stamp, LOL. Ladies promise, speak. Some women are men like disrespect, and men. It's a difference. Absolutely, that part. Not married. I see
now married. She meant to be now.
Now married. I see things differently. It's not easy to walk away when you are married. Absolutely, you are held to a different standard, a higher standard. Perfect sense. You move different. Baby dollhouse. Tina, date with a purpose, and those are the conversations that need to be had. What is your purpose for us dating? Absolutely. Yvonne's always laughing. Tina, Mason, how long do you interview before actually having a wedding? Yeah, Mason, how long do you interview before having? You trying to rush through the comments, Mason? Don't rush. I'm there with you.
I'm trying to catch up to you. You was like
Mason.
10 paces ahead of me.
Mason, how long is the interview process? Because I told one of my friends it's 6 to 8 weeks. If 6 to 8 weeks, you don't know that person's for you, you've wasted your time. After 6 to 8 weeks.
I'm with you.
Yes,
I agree with
6
that.
to 8 weeks is the
I believe that you know when you meet a person sometime if you're going to be with them. It don't take years to figure that out.
Now, you're 100% right. It doesn't take years to figure that out.
With my relationship personally, that was my friend first. So I seen her in the friendship and what she was going through, and I seen that, oh my God, this is a person that I could potentially date. But I didn't really like her like that. It wasn't until she showed up at my motherfucking door that I was like, okay, away. And then the first 6 to 8 weeks together was so like essential for me. And it was like during COVID, and it was just like, well, how you attend to me during COVID? Because some people was bouncing around during COVID. You don't even know where they was at. They was bringing you back.
I know they was bringing COVID back home and stuff.
So
that's
for me,
a fact.
you was with me day in, day out from the first day that we hung out. And now we here, we got our own, you know.
And y'all didn't kill each other, so that was great. You know what I'm saying?
You survived.
Yeah. That's it. That's real. Yeah, that's real.
That's real. I can deal with you during COVID. I can deal with you.
But I guarantee you that things has changed from then to now.
Well, I always say that COVID is a crook. COVID is a crook.
Yeah. Look, she said it was a yes or no because things have changed.
No.
From then to now.
COVID is a crook because
deflection.
Things have changed. No, I don't. Things have changed, but I think that that's because like during COVID there wasn't things that we could do. So it's like okay, even though you had me as a friend before COVID, now that we got together in a serious, more setting during COVID. So now things are open, life has changed. We're kind of going back to the way life is. But she was my friend before we became in a relationship. So I'm trying to grasp that. So obviously I became engaged during COVID, right? You love the fuck out of me during COVID because it's fun. But you know, in between there, like might go back to me being maybe working 140 hours a week, or maybe me deciding that, hey, I like to go okay for 11 days. Are you coming? You know, you don't want to go or you can't go. But I tried to plan it first, but that's just what happened. You know, that's people out there that do know me to be a traveler. I'm just saying scenarios that can kind of change things. You know what I mean, in your relationship. But,
I mean, I think what should happen is, for me, relationship.
Relationship. No, marriage, not relationship.
Relationship, marriage. And now marriage. Even in our relationship, we planned our trips together. Yes. According to our time together, not just one person time. So now if you plan a trip and I decide not to go, because see, I can use me as a prime example. It's been plenty of times my wife has left me and went about her business because I chose not to go. But I had the option. I had the option if I wanted to go or not. And she didn't plan a trip without me. We planned it together. It wasn't like her trip for her. It might be something she wanted to do, but it included me, and vice versa. It wasn't just, one way. It was both of us. So, and if I didn't want to go, because I might had something planned and didn't tell her or something. I'm just saying. So I might have to say no, and it might be something else going on. And I'm saying no because it really was something I was getting ready to surprise her with.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? But I'm saying no, and you taking it as, well, I'm still going. I like my individuality.
I love individuality.
So because I like that, I'm gonna go ahead and do what I want to do. That's I do what I want to do, and but in the meantime, you just disregarded the fact that I really had something really nice planned for you.
Mel, I have a question for you though. So do you feel as though, like, if she's going out with her friends, like her friends plan a trip, do you feel like you should be invited to that trip?
No, my wife takes sister trips and stuff like that, but she didn't plan it without talking to me about it.
See, I think
she planned it with letting me know and telling me what they're doing or whatever. And that's a different scenario if she's going out with her friends, and if she's going out just
with you
to go away. No, to go away.
Or just to go away.
Scenarios.
Okay, I got you.
You just want to go away. No, that's not cool. But if you just hanging out with your friends, then no. I'm saying without the conversation. We was talking about
what?
Listen, I said without the conversation. You remember I did say that.
No, there could be a conversation. It doesn't have to be in depth because sometimes some people are spontaneous. Like, I'm a very spontaneous person, so I might wake up today and it might be Friday and I might decide, like, listen, there's a flight leaving at 5 and are we catching it? Because I got arrangements in place for X, Y, and Z.
Okay. This is the thing. And that's why I say the respect. Okay? That's respect. You got to have amount of respect for each other. You can't just come to me and say, hey, babe, 5 o'clock, there's a flight now. Unless you know my schedule.
I know your schedule. You're off until next week.
You didn't ask me where was I doing.
I know what you got to do because I'm a part of your schedule making.
Okay, so no, but the point of it is that still doesn't mean I have to be able to go.
What would enable you to go if this is something that you know that I do on a regular basis?
Responsibility.
Like what? Because I have covered all of the responsibilities and what we have. So what's next?
Honestly,
hush your mouth now.
No, ain't no hush my mouth. Me and my wife, we have kids. We have certain things that when you have a family life, you move different. I'm sorry, you don't move the same way when you have a family life. I understand what you're saying, that you want to be able to do, not you, the person wants to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it. But upbringings play a big part and a big role with both of us. If she was raised one way and I was raised another way, our family perspectives look different. So you might feel like it's okay to be spontaneous and just jump and go. But I might feel like, yo, we just, went such and such. Let's chill.
I need notice.
And let's stay home with the family. That don't mean I don't respect how you and what you like to do. And I'm not taking away from you for what you like to do. But can you have some respect for me and say, I'm going to postpone this one this time? You understand what I'm saying? Because you might be right. Maybe we need to get some other things taken care of. And then I'll take my trip. Now, if you go with me, that's your choice. And if you don't, that's your choice too. But the truth of the matter is, I compromise with you. You understand what I'm saying? I compromise with you. So when I speak, I'm speaking to everybody, not just I'm speaking to everybody. There's a compromise that has to be made sometimes. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure. You can also compromise by asking how many days in advance do you need to know when I'm about to plan a trip or book a trip. Because if your partner's like, all right, I need to know 5 days out. I can't know today, 1 day out. But if you tell me 5 days out, that works better for me, then y'all both win. You get your spontaneous trip, and then the person has the comfortability of knowing, all right, at least it wasn't me, 5 days to me may not be as last minute to her. You know what I mean? That's a compromise too. Yeah. Instead of just not going. Like if you be like, all right, so how many days out you need to know for me to still feel this spontaneous and for you to still feel comfortable about, how fast I'm moving.
Compromise. You said the key word, compromise.
Definitely. So my next question is, and we're gonna wrap this up soon because we all have to go. We gotta have respect for our time. Sometimes when it's deep topics, we get real passionate, and I feel like for deep topics we should probably start a little early. But that might be a little hard. But I think this is an important question, and I don't want to skip it. But I think we kind of answered it in a sense. So we're gonna just somebody just jump out and say how they feel about it. Mason, if it's you, it's you. Is respect more valuable than love in a relationship? Absolutely, I think. Mason,
keep going. Absolutely.
Okay, keep going. Absolutely. What are some reasons?
No, man, elaborate on that.
Elaborate?
Yes.
Well, I kind of felt like I did in the beginning, which is when we said that without respect, there can be no love. So that's the elaboration. That's simple, short, sweet, to the point.
I just wanted you to highlight that.
No love. Okay.
Highlight that.
Okay.
Y'all want me to go first?
For me.
Oh, you got some of those.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Because you said the question was,
is respect more valuable than love?
Is respect more valuable than love?
Or what you thought we was on this one?
Yeah, I thought because you had 6 highlights. That's my fault.
I'm sorry. We didn't answer it. No, it was my fault. We answered the 7th question. Let's go backwards. Signs of disrespect in a relationship that reveal lack of love. Can love be present with no respect? But I feel like that also goes into the value of love in a relationship. It's kind of like the same thing to kind of get you trapped up. And you might have something different, Mel, and we can't wait to hear that. But for me, it's just like with no love, there's no respect. With no respect, there's no love. So do you have something different?
No.
Oh, no?
The question is, can love be present with no respect?
Yes. So do you?
I believe that you can. Yeah. I believe that, yes, I believe that love can be present with no respect. And I'm going to tell you why.
Wait, is it in a relationship or just in general?
Maybe that might be the question too.
There's a difference. I feel like I can love.
Because I was answering that from two different perspectives.
Okay, so just tell us what you were saying.
Because I believe that if you're not you don't even have to be in a relationship with somebody. You can love them, care about them, love them but don't have respect for them because of certain things they do. Because of certain things they do, you might not have respect for them. But you love them. You care. You would genuinely care if they got hit by a car, shot, something. You would care. You love them enough for that. But respect, I don't respect that person like that. They're really a junkie, but they're in my family. No, I'm for real. They're really a junkie, but they're in my family. You understand what I'm saying?
I get what
they really a junkie, but they're in my family. I love them, but I don't respect that stuff. I don't respect it at all. You know, I mean, I guess it's in the perspective how you look at it.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of relationship you guys are in.
And that's why we ask, is it just in a relationship?
That's why I was just
definitely in a relationship. I think that this time, in your family, shit, you might be the junkie in the family. I love you, but I don't respect you because I don't respect that shit.
Yeah.
You know, motherfucking junkie. Yeah. All right.
So,
we want you to get help. Seek help. There's different things out there. Shout outs to resources that can help you. Let me know what state you in if you're the junkie in my family.
Reach out to me. Lemon_squeeze. All the junkies.
All the
junkies.
Okay, so what are some reasons people tolerate or get comfortable with disrespect in a relationship?
Ooh.
What is that? That's question number 8. I don't even think I got that far.
That's simple. Some people just want to be in a relationship so bad that they will do anything to be in the relationship. They will accept anything because they can say that they're in a relationship. There's people out there that are just like that. So some people tolerate it.
Some people just want to be there with somebody. Say, I got somebody.
Some people
take anybody.
Nobody. He ain't it, bitch.
And some people think that they can change the person.
Yeah, and you can't change people. People are. You think you can change people, Mel? You've been dating. You've been around for a long time.
No,
you've been around the block. Remember, you said you was the block.
I lived on the block.
You lived on the block. Her name was the original.
I remember you said you was the block.
She's spinning the block. Wow.
Corinne, you bad.
You know what I mean?
So I just think that no, absolutely not.
But I think people do it for financial reasons too. Like they're staying and not saying she broke, but she a gold digger.
Hey, I used to.
You know what I'm saying?
$100.
She a gold digger.
Listen, let me tell you, I didn't ask many niggas for $100, and I had $100. I had more than $100. Let me tell you that. I just asked you for that $100 because I wanted your money to cover what the fuck I was doing at that moment.
It's even worse. Nobody wants to be used. Nobody wants to be used.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Nothing wrong with telling a man to stand up.
Listen, we're echoing.
Did you hear me?
We're echoing.
I'm not sure why we're going. Nothing changed.
Oh.
Still going?
No, we're not echoing anymore. So you was the fool guy.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted the $100. She wanted her money, and she wanted it now. You should have sent it.
And this is why I don't give them wifey status in the beginning, and you got to give them relationship status, and you treat them as a relationship, and it's a difference. Because for real, she just said point blank period. I'm gonna use you if I want.
Because let me tell you, if you can't be used, let me tell you, if you can't be used, you're useless. And you know what?
That goes both ways. If you can't be used, you're useless too.
My parents taught me that you shouldn't be useless in the world. So me as a woman, I shouldn't be useless, and you as a man, you shouldn't be useless.
So a man's only uses his money. His only uses his money.
No, I just needed you for this $100 this one time. If I'm calling you for my first time, send that $100. Cash at me, Zelle me, fucking Venmo me, all that.
Okay, here's the deal.
We're not legalizing.
So wait. They all do that in the beginning. Okay, I'm gonna give you that. Tina did the same thing to me. When we first got together, she did the same thing. Hit me up for some money, and she had money.
But I won't do it when I'm out with another man. I will never because that's. Oh no! It wasn't like that. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying don't do it when.
Is that a test? Is that a test?
It's a test. I want to know if you can give me that fucking $100. Don't say I'm broke, cause nigga I ain't broke. I want to know if you gonna give me that $100. Can I count on you? Count on me. I will be there.
So let me ask you a question. So if I hit you up and I say, can I get $100? If the guy does it first, how do you look at that?
Listen, you as a guy.
Hold on.
How do you
know
look at
how-
that? You're not gonna answer the question. You're gonna tell me all kinds of things. How do you look at that? That's the question.
I need you to say this.
If the girl comes to you, it's the dude comes to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he need $100.
You giving up that 100?
Is you giving it up?
It depends. What do you need?
Depends.
What do you mean?
Because I asked, just like you asked.
My whole thing is this. If I come to you as my dude and I need $100, I hit you up for $100. First of all, let's just say I'm out with my friends. And I hit you up and say, hey, babe, I'm going out with my friends tonight. Da, 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 da. You know that. You my dude. We dating. Or whatever. I say I'm going out to dinner tonight. It's a group of girls. You should automatically send me that fucking $100 cash app. You know why?
But you know should go both ways,
no,
right?
And I can send it to you
go
too.
Both ways.
You know what? When you going to get your haircut, I'm sending you the money to get your haircut. How about that? I mean, babe, you don't gotta pay that barber $50 to add the tent on and add.
That is the first time you've ever said anything like that.
On and add this on here. No, look.
This is the first time you've ever said
Yo,
that. Initially, you never said that initially.
Hey,
You
yo.
have never said that initially. You said that down the line.
Listen,
Down the line, but not initially.
I made her commit to something that ain't right.
You know what?
I will hold you to that.
Listen, I'm getting to Beijing tomorrow. Fuck you.
Yo.
Hey, first of all, I pays for those haircuts. I does the do what I do with the do. You know what I'm saying? First of all, time out.
Come on, all you're doing is capping right now. So I'm just letting you cap all the way so that I want this cap to continue. I just want this cap to continue so that side panel could pull the video and be like, you said, boom.
You know what's up? It's okay. I'm confident. You see it? You see it in my face because I'm dead confident. Okay.
I'm looking you in.
We can give each other this.
Let's go. Keep saying that stuff. You gonna cash app that $100. You're gonna cash app that $100. Say it again.
Listen, she pays for the cuts and I go every week.
Okay.
Not every other week. Every week.
Don't do that.
No, we wasn't talking about that. We was talking about in the beginning. We're not talking about.
And that's been since the beginning.
You take care of your
Hold
shorty.
on,
We're not talking about that now.
But that's been since the beginning for me.
No.
But the test. Let me tell you, because y'all always swear to God, Kori Deez, the gold digger, child support, all that good shit. Wholesome hold, the vessel, all that. I'm speaking to the ladies. But what I'm going to say is, from the beginning, the first test is the food dates. Now, don't do it. You can do it at a restaurant if you really, really like the nigga. If the nigga got the potential, you know what? Fuck him up. Get him off guard. Say, I'm going to pay for the fucking meal tonight. Oh, it's $200, baby. I got it. Swipe your fucking card. Sometimes it's a drive-through. Now, if he's a so-so nigga, take him to the drive-through, bitch. And see how appreciative he is that you pay for a meal for you, your kids, his kids, all kids, they kids, the neighbor kids, everybody kids. And the whole neighborhood got the food. See how appreciative he is of that. And that's how you can determine what type of man you got. I swear to God, buy it. I swear.
So to recap, you just said that
your
advice. Okay, let me you just said your advice to the ladies out there, ladies. This is for you, and I quote: "Pay for the first meal at a restaurant."
Not the first.
Oh, not the first. How many in? How many in? Come on, Steve Harvey. How many in?
If he took you out to 3 nice restaurants. You could pay for the 4, let it be a drive-through, something cheap, something you can afford. But see if he's still appreciative. And then,
so what's this class? What's this class that you're teaching right now? This is the whole 101. 101.
Wholesome.
That's a good hoe right there.
She said the wholesome hoe 101.
Chronicles
101.
Yeah, that's my book. It's coming out soon. I'm shelf near you. I don't know.
Wholesome hoes.
But it's okay. It's because you said ladies ain't out here paying for. No, I'm out here paying for haircuts, and y'all think I'm the worst person ever because Mason says my child support pays for my haircuts. Now I'm just playing, y'all.
I ain't really paying.
Hey,
I ain't really paying. I borrowed $100 from some other guy to get this done. And what you tell me? You said never say borrow, right? You say never say borrow.
Don't say borrow unless you're gonna give it back. If you're gonna give back, don't hit your man up. See, Mason, like he's dealt with too many bitches that said, "Yo, Mason, let me borrow $100," and them bitches ain't never pay him back. That's why he's like, "No, you're broke. You can't get $100 from me." No.
Yo, he's been scarred. Yo, she's coming for you. She's coming.
All I'm saying is, no human being likes to be taken advantage of, and I'm one of those human beings that don't want to be taken advantage of. So I'm not saying that I'm not paying for dates. I'm not saying I'm not paying for a whole bunch of other things. What I'm not paying for is if I feel like you scheming.
I'll take that shit.
Hey, listen. Hey, you know why this is funny? Because you get Mason, right? Who's the good old boy who does all the good things, and you got her over here who's like for real ripping them up. He better come with this. He better have this. So them two together having a show is very comical. I have to say, this has been the funniest show yet. Y'all have entertained me tonight.
You just ain't getting my $100. You broke.
Listen, Jazz.
You broke.
If you say you borrowing, y'all two, Mel and Jazz, our two guests. If you say you borrowing from somebody, are y'all giving it back?
Yes.
It's disrespectful if you borrow and you don't give back. That's disrespectful.
Okay, so here go. Listen.
You can't put borrow in front of money and don't give it back.
Listen, you shouldn't. But the adult way to look at things is this, and I'm gonna keep it real. Don't lend out something that you can't afford to lend out, because that person might not give it back.
Exactly. I've heard that too. Don't lend out. You can't afford to get it back.
I don't like. I'll be for real. If I know that you is a chance when you borrow, and I know I'm gonna need it back on Friday, I'm not giving it to you. If I know, you understand what I'm saying? You don't loan anything to anybody. Okay, always expect I ain't gonna get it back. Just think of it like that. I ain't gonna get it back. So don't loan it to him. Don't loan it to him. For real.
Don't loan it. All right, last question for the night. Because we just gotta go on. We are well over our time tonight. Oh my God. Thank you for the viewers that have been here. We're definitely gonna jump into your comments. Let's jump into their comments now before we about to head out. Do you want to do it after this question?
Let's do it after.
Let's do it after this question, so then we can go into the call to action and so on and so forth. What is your top 5 do not in a relationship? Jazz, go first.
All right, I made a list. So my top 5 is cheating, verbal and physical abuse, when your partner makes you feel irrelevant in the relationship, toxic and /negativity, and if the person makes my child feel uncomfortable. Those are my 5.
Shout out to you for your 5. Applause there, Mason.
That's a good 5.
That's a good 5.
Very good.
That's a good 5. That's a good 5.
Now, what's their 5? Babe, I got a 5.
No, we didn't.
Look, disrespect.
Here's your 5.
Disrespect, lying, spending the night out. And then I also shared this with my wife to get her opinion. Staying out without your spouse knowing, name calling, and false accusations.
Woo! Yes, Lord. Hallelujah. All right, Mason, what's your 5, single man?
Listen, I don't even think I thought about this enough to give 5. I mean, for me, a lot of what you guys said, definitely the abuse. I don't think that should go on. For me, I guess I gotta give this some more thought. Go, Kori, and then I'll go back in.
Okay, so my top 5, and I didn't write them down because I just think that I know what I feel is disrespectful off the rip. And definitely physical, emotional, mental abuse. Any type of abuse, don't like it. Don't want it. Keep it to yourself. 2, not respecting my individuality. Like, you cannot. Like, we will not be able to say, you don't know who I am and you don't respect it. Number 3,
that shit with holes.
Shoot it up with holes. Number 3,
Pause.
honesty. Well, yeah, pause. But honesty, number 3. Honesty is really big for me because I deem myself to be a really honest person and forthcoming. So I'll just respect what I give in return. Number 4, I don't know if I have 5. I just think that just respect me. Just respect me, my boundaries, you know, my wants, my desires, if you can, and just me as a person. Respect me overall.
Just worry about her individuality.
Respect me.
Individuality.
He said, tell him.
Respect me.
Let him know.
The same way that you would if I was standing right there. Don't do something behind my back that you wouldn't do in my face.
Mm-hmm.
That's my
That
big.
is-
That's it.
that is a
That's
good one.
law.
I would
Don't.
say
That's a good
I
one.
do the same thing for you. If I love you,
that's real.
if I love you,
That's
I
a
ain't
real
gonna
good
do
one.
nothing to you that you won't approve of me doing in your face.
In
I
your
love
face. That's a good one.
That's a very good one. And that came from the same woman who wanted her individuality.
And now, you can be an individual and still respect your partner. Just because you're an individual doesn't mean you don't respect your partner the same way you would in their face behind their back.
Oh no.
Just because you're an individual, no, that doesn't mean that.
When-
just because you friendly, don't mean that I'm not respecting my partner the same way behind their back that I would in person. Nigga, I'm the same friendly person that I was in front of you that I'm behind you. What's the problem?
There's boundaries to that friendly stuff.
I don't take that as your individuality though.
That's individual.
You know what I'm saying? No. I'm saying I don't think nobody should be able to listen. Somebody can't take that away from you. You know what I'm saying? That part, that's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the being friendly is who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's a difference. That's not your that's who you are. That's not individuality.
People get it fucked up.
But that's not your individuality. When you say individuality, for real, I'm just saying you can't live a individual life when you're in a
no.
So
you cannot. Oh, please don't think
difference.
that's
There's
just
a
because
difference.
I'm an individual doesn't mean I'm living an individual
that's
life.
what. Thank you.
I'm still living a life with you, my partner.
There you go.
But however, I'm still an individual. So never get that shit fucked up.
Yeah,
no.
that's the difference. You gotta, because when you say that individuality, I think people take.
What is it for you, Mel?
What individuality?
Yeah, like what's your top 5 do nots?
My top 5 do nots in the relationship. I gave you.
Mel went first though.
I went first.
Oh,
I was the first one to go. I was right there.
All right, so we're there now. So y'all already know that was it. Oh, what? Wait, I'm sorry. I was about to dismiss the comments. Let's go into the comments, Mason. I'm sorry. I have to pee so bad. I'm just waiting for y'all. It's here, y'all. I have done that. I did that to Mel, and it was less than $100. Yes, girl.
And I said that.
Yes. Oh shit. First of the month check in, half for $250 hour. Come cash at me. What? I don't know. This is solicited on Hush Your Mouth. Don't lend it if you may lose it.
Yeah,
don't play with you can't be without loan. Don't
lend. I'm pretty sure it's lend.
Don't lend what you can't be without.
Okay,
That's
well,
what
I was
they
just
meant. No, I got you. I got you. I was trying to help them out.
All right, well, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in here on Hush Your Mouth. This episode was How Far is Too Far? Disrespect in the Relationship. You can find me at lemon_squeeze3 on Instagram. DM me topics, questions, participate in our polls. You can find
if you're a crackhead. Calling all crackheads or
it's the junkies in my family.
Did you call it crackhead?
It's the junkies in my family.
Oh, the junkies. I said crackheads.
I
Calling all junkies. I'm sorry, crackheads. Not you. Junkies. Lemon
all right.
squeeze.
You also can find us here on Spotify at Hush Your Mouth ENT. All right, is that it on YouTube? Hush Your Mouth Entertainment. Like, subscribe, notify, come in the comments, join us live. We're always here. Pause. Don't come in the comments. But you know. All right. Where can they find you, Mel?
That liquidation place.
Please go on there. You can find all types of stuff such as electronics,
home apartment, home decor, Furniture. I got it all.
She got it all. She's the plug. You need something, hit her up. She got what you need. That's it. Sell it to us now. That's now. Ooh, give me the bars.
She is feeling herself.
Jasmine.
I love it.
Thank you for coming to Watch Your Mouth.
Thank you for having me, guys. I'm sorry, say it again, babe.
Where can they find you?
At simply_brown.
Thank you for coming on Hush Your Mouth. Mason.
As always, you can find me at YNVS_ it's Mason on Instagram.
Until next time, speak out or hush your fucking mouth.
That's it. That's all we got.
Peace.